Hey everyone. Good morning. Happy Thursday. I'm seeing the chat, going on, and I'm hearing things that are being said elsewhere. Um, just to make a few things very clear, I've always done things the way I've done things. Nothing, although I changed the format of things, that doesn't mean I've never done open panels. Many people do open panels. I'm not copying anybody by having an open panel. Just make that clear. I'm also hearing that I've used Queen's situation for views. So just so we can clear this up, if you look at my channel, of course, where I've had an open panel, the views were a little bit higher, right? Which would be right here yesterday. And that's because, well, there was quite a few people on panel, not just Queen, quite a few. You go over to Patrol and Try and Catch Me Riding Dirty. That was B Tim and Sinner situation. Uh, but if you look, the views are pretty consistent. Matter of fact, if we go up here to popular, yes, yesterday was popular, but so was this stream, so was this stream where it was an open panel. This stream, this stream, this stream, this stream. Matter of fact, my streams about the bigot that's being entertained have had more thumbs up than most of these streams. So nobody was using Brittany 5.5, 5.6, 5.2, 5.2, 5.4, again 5.8, 6.6, 6.7, 7.4, 7.5. My matter of fact, I get better views when I talk about Betty, quite frankly, which is what everybody does. So this idea that I was using anybody's situation for views is ridiculous. Yeah, apparently a lot of us are in trouble, and I have a lot of things to go over about that. Now, there was some gossip going on claiming that Queen paid Voices for her vile, disgusting stream this morning. If anybody can send me proof of that, I'd appreciate it. But I do have some breaking news. I do have some breaking news for those. Hey, Connie, um, who called out Tracy for being in here? Called a bish. Oh, I can figure that out. Um, I don't know, like, I don't know if it's people's, like, arrogance or if it's the people around them that teach them these things or convince them of these things, but the fact of the matter is, oh, that's right, that trash bin that's over there talking about kids. They don't talk about kids, talking about kids, admitting to doxing, calling me, trash bag felon. She does realize that the person she sits with, the bigot and QB, are both felons. So when you say, I'm a trash bag felon, well, you're also a felon. You support felons. They absolutely do talk about kids. She is a terrible human. But what I found entertaining is Voices claiming that I was pregnant at 12. Pregnant at 12. Well, what I do have is the fact that no, but your friend was pregnant, dropped out, and married off to a 20-year-old man as a teenager. And while Brittany J, do you want to be honest about how many kids you had as a teenager? I know they're not in your custody, but do you want to be honest about it? Because, I'm tired of this narrative that we can talk about Granny, we can talk about her kids, literally like talking about my kids. And Angela, sending anybody clips of a discussion I had about being a single mother and my concerns of it. I never questioned my son's sexuality. I questioned my mothering and if I could give him, but that's okay, Angela, because you've defended me against that. And Queen, I think it's weird that you would even accept clips pertaining to somebody's private, well, not private, but members only discussion about their children. I think I have a right to speak on my kids. What you all don't is have that right. So yeah, so I find it ironic that she's over there bashing felons and teen moms when her friends are felons and teen moms. Now the difference is I've been very blessed not to lose any of my kids in any custody, none. Uh, I've always maintained custody, which is a blessing. It's a blessing. I've had my addictions, but I do believe that people that hide two of their children from the world. And now I question you entirely as a mother. Not that I didn't have other reasons to, but I do find it amazing that you only acknowledged 3 of the kids you gave birth to and not the other 2. So I think while you're over in this chat where, again, doxes, my family, my children, and myself are being spoken about the way I am, you lost all of your standing of claiming you don't participate this and you shouldn't be spoken about. You will be spoken about and you will be exposed. There are clip channels in the making, and I will proudly take ownership of them. Hey, Queen Ashley. Hey, Josen. The other thing, I am so glad to know that people will allow anybody up on a panel just to solely hate on somebody else and in a way to seek revenge on them. That's very entertaining to me. I do have a few things to go over because I found them to be crucial. You were 12 and pregnant, but you were lying about your age saying 34. Yeah, I know. It doesn't make sense, does it? So I realized the tactics that are taking place, and they're not going to change anything that I do. Nothing. I'm going to continue doing what I do. Matter of fact, I might do things a little differently, but I'm going to continue what I do. So the fact of the matter is I can run a channel without having a panel. I think everybody knows that open panels get more views. That's why they do them, because people like to hear different perspectives. But I don't need a panel to pat my ass. I don't need a panel to keep people entertained. I can do just fine all on my own. Intentionally going live while others are live to try to like compete is just some weirdo petty shit that I don't have time for. And a few people are doing that. Of course, she's still grifting. That's all she does. But she just got 120K inheritance, because the same way voices, you can look into people's finances, others can look into people's backgrounds as well. That's also some weirdo shit that you were literally on 2 panels passing around my docs on the private chat. But yet you people want to convince everybody that I'm a real lifer, as you are literally supporting and doing real life shit. Here's the so we're going to go over this because I have quite a few things to say, listening back to it all myself, and it is very interesting. Hold on. Let me get the right one up. No, it's not that one. It's this one. So I already showed my views. Of course, where there's a hot topic, there's going to be more views on that. But nobody's using you in your situation for views. That would be like me saying that every time you mention my name, you did that for views. I mean, come on, let's be fucking realistic here. This is all because a narcissist had her ego hurt. Sounds like it. Hey, it's me, Amberly. We can all go where we want. For Boyce calling anyone is laughable. She's a whole fucking joke. Look, call out yourself for what you do. Don't you claim to work with a certain company? I don't think they would want you and what you talk about to be representative of them when they're out here actually trying to do a good cause. Okay, voices. Okay. So anyway, I'm gonna play this video. Was it this one? Because I sure got some things to say. It's so funny when these people make these comments. I've never gotten big numbers before. I've never gotten big numbers before. Did I not show you all the numbers a minute ago, or do we need to see them again? Are we all content in agreement that I can get the numbers regardless if it's about Queen or not? Like, get the fuck out of here with your little white knighters coming in. That's not, we're not gonna do this. So sorry, I guess it is this one. Yeah, I'm not gonna be the one for this bullshit. That's for sure. Everybody knows. Pause. Everybody knows who and what Angela and Table Talk are. Oh, I don't care, Poppy Dom. All the threatening shit she said and done to me and mine, so I don't give a fuck. You can say I threaten whatever. I don't give a fuck. Make that loud and clear. Don't give a fuck. Okay? Not a single fuck. Yeah, I'm glad you acknowledged that, Kenzie, because my content has been about the drama in the streets, not a particular creator. Matter of fact, go check my tags and tell me how many she's tagged in, please. It's never been about a particular creator. Never. Never, never. Has it been about the current drama that unfolded right before our eyes? I was tagged in the video of In Their Own Words. I was tagged in it. We're not talking about shit from 2 years ago. We're not talking about shit from 3 years ago. We're not talking about a fallout from 8 months ago. I'm talking about current happening shit. Rather, that was about Starlight. It was about Betty and JLR. There been all types of topics had here. And people only focus on certain topics. I don't know what to tell you, but that's not what's been happening. Okay? Okay, let's get that clear. And Heels immediately went to dragging me when I didn't.
Again, and some motherfucking lies. Yesterday was some straight up bullshit. It's about yesterday.
Yeah.
But yeah, I did go live. I did a 6-hour live refuting the lies and the bullshit. And Johnson was caught once again doxing 4 fucking people privately, if that's how we're gonna go with this. Again, and some motherfucking lies. Yesterday was some straight up bullshit. And now we've sat here and talked to you about this, Granny, right? We sat here and had a conversation with you on the Hive and said, hey, this is how it feels. This is what's going on. And you had a great conversation with us. The very next day, I did a live stream. The very next day.
That wasn't about you.
Yeah, it wasn't about you. It was about Boston, actually, and they just directed it towards you, Queen.
Everything you do gets turned into being about me. Why?
Because of chat and panel.
It's a chat, yeah. Well, then your stream today is about me. Your stream the other day was about me. Your stream 3 days before that was about me. By that logic, they were all about me. Okay, so we can do that too. But yeah, like even when
let her answer, please.
The chat might bring you up, but the topic's not about you.
Yesterday was some fucking bullshit.
Like this one right here. This is TT, the bigot you invited on panel. This one right here was about Joe.
Definitely. Okay, so you have people that I don't get along with on panel. So what's the difference? These same people.
Are they talking?
Yeah, oh, they have. So what is the difference? Even if they're doxed you, what is the difference? So because they doxed you, I can't have them on my panel. Would I ever let them dox you on my panel? No.
No, you can absolutely. If you want to associate with doxers and bigots, you can do just that. You can do just that.
I didn't say I wasn't associate with them. I said I keep an open panel. So you're doing this open panel thing. What's the difference? People that you don't like, just like you're having people uncovering who I don't like, right? What's the difference?
So the difference is, if I was to say anybody who hates Queen, come on up. That would be the difference. The difference is if I pinned out 2 people In Their Own Words and somebody else that absolutely hates Queen, and I said, come up, let's talk about this bitch. That would be the difference. What's Grinding QB coming here saying why they were desperation, huh? Right. I don't think she liked that. But even her friends told her prior to that the stream wasn't about her. It just wasn't about her. Just why I am tired of people thinking that. I mean, if I said every time my name was mentioned in a chat that whole stream was about me, well, then their stream's about me all the fucking time. I do want to know, though, because people were claiming there's proof that Voices was paid to do her stream today. And I wanted, if there's proof of that, I want it emailed to me. I don't know. What if I had Tim Terry come up? You'd be okay with that?
I mean, what can I say?
Right. What can I say? Exactly. That's what I said. You want to invite the biggest ambassadors on your panel? You want to show my private messages? Go ahead and do it.
I didn't show your private messages.
I'm pretty sure if I had Jim Terry up, it'd be a problem. Matter of fact, it was B. Tim himself that related the person that was hosted up there as a person comparable. But you did 3 weeks ago.
But you have no problem showing mine.
You showed mine 3 weeks ago.
No, what, I show a video? I played a fucking...
The reason I keep mentioning you showed mine 3 weeks ago was because it's not like she's never shown private messages. That's the only reason I was mentioning it, because it's not like she's never discussed me or my situation or what's been going on with me. Like, it's not new. Hey, Ella. We do a live today, talk trash about you, and has never said Jones and wants it to continue to enter today, then we will. You know, it's bringing views, right? It's bringing views.
Video or something. I don't really say, hey, you can bring these messages. Let me play these. Let me hurt. Let me further damage whatever's going on or further cause a fucking divide. Let me do that. No, never once did I ever do that to you.
So you just played a video not realizing it was my
I don't know
personal
what video it was.
conversation?
I don't even have a fucking timestamp for you yet.
Oh, well, see, I realize what? You realize Nicolina's peeps are talking shit to you in chat. I'm sure you realize that. If not, just FYI, just be careful. They will try to sabotage it. So how are they talking shit about me in chat? What chat? You have screenshots, reality check? All I know is people are lacking self-awareness in this instance. Yep, he has been over it. Right. That I'm saying, like, she's out here telling everybody she's part of the hive and her and Queen Bee are good friends. You know? I mean, just the way it is. See, that's the thing.
Maybe you play it right now.
What?
Pull it up and play it right now on your screen.
Why would I play my own fucking docs? And just to clarify, I absolutely consider my medical papers a fucking docs. Absolutely. Absolutely consider it a docs. Well, I've offered her grace. I've offered her grace on the fact that this is her first time experiencing something like this. And it can be hard. But yeah, she's been over there while she was trash you. I know. We seen her as TT was drunk driving, going at me. Queen commented. We saw it. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, this whole like pretending you like me or maybe you don't. No, you don't, and that is fine. It's fine. You don't have to fucking like me.
Your docs was in there. So you're telling me I played a video, fully doxed in, and they said Granny's watching your full name, first name, address, all that on a fucking video.
No, it was just my medical and my private conversations. It wasn't like
right? It was about the cancer shit, right? That you brought to this platform, correct?
No, actually, a moderator did.
A moderator.
See, I love that. I love that. Because we're going to hear here where she says, I brought it to this platform, but I didn't bring it to this platform. Put a 1 in the chat if you were around at that time period, and I didn't bring it here. But absolutely, as Criminal Pine Mountains, there's a big difference. And the fact that people want to like act like there's not this big difference, there is this big difference. Now, if Joneson has spent the past 8 months, if Joneson and Nunya spent the past 8 months posting everything about Queen, every little conversation, even things that nobody needed to see, and if she was threatening Queen's kids and she was doxing Queen's family, I would never fucking entertain them. But that's not what's happening here. There's this fucking difference.
Brought it to this platform? Because the last thing, the only time I heard you was talking about it. You was talking about you was going to go to Disney and it was the last trip and all that. I watched that live stream. I was in your live with that.
So I like that, right? So last time was Hughes was talking about that. Hughes was saying you were going to Disney. He's going to be here. I never wanted to go to Disney. Never wanted to go to Disney. Always said I wanted to go to Epcot. Never said I was dying. Never said it was my last trip. None of that. But I do like, and I didn't realize at the time or pick up on it at the time, but you were in my stream 2 years ago, but I'm not part of this community. But you were in that stream, but I'm not part of this community. Okay. You heard me say this is my last trip. You didn't click that?
I heard you say this is you were having a hard time, and it could be, or some along the lines. Yeah, some along the lines. Yeah, you did.
No, what I said is after experiencing what I experienced, life is short. That's what I said. After being told I have cancer and asking if I had a living will, as a single mother of 2 kids, it was a fucking reality slap in my face if I ever had one. It made me reevaluate what is important in life and what isn't. Now, the truth be told, it was subscribers that told me to start that fund. There was a lot more going on at that time other than just the cancer. And to top it off, both my kids had milestone birthdays. And I thought it would be great if I was able to. Now, I wasn't able to get enough to take them to Florida, but I did get enough to send my daughter. So the money went where I said it was going, but no, at no point, nobody can produce a clip where I said I was motherfucking dying. And if I was dying, I don't want to go to Florida. Right. And there's a big difference. And yeah, there's a big difference.
And I don't blame you. I'm not saying you're wrong for that, but I know I was there for that live stream.
I'm amazed that everybody says that I said I was dying and not one person, all the haters I have, not one person. I'm amazed in hindsight that we even got to this part, that this is even being discussed again, that we're talking about something from 2 years ago. 2 years ago. Hey, Tiny T. 2 years ago. But we're told August is old and to let it go.
You said it could be your last trip with your kids. You did say that.
No, I didn't. I go on trips with my kids all the time. We spend our summers down the shore. It'd be absolutely ridiculous for me to say that's my last trip with my kids. That's like me saying, oh, yeah, I mean, my last trip. I mean, come on. Could I have said something like, this could be the last? No, I don't even think. I'll have to go back. And no eyes in this. I'll have to go back. But context is everything. And Angela surely doesn't put out context. Surely doesn't. Yeah. The fun was also a month after all that came out. But I don't even. Matter of fact, if I recall correctly, it was no other than the bigot asking if I have a photo of Queen. Exactly. Thank you, Moon, for recognizing that. Seriously, I appreciate it. Thank you. I've always been in this community. I don't think I did either, Grouchy Mama. That would be ridiculous. I don't know how we got here. If you look at my screen, this isn't. Let me be honest. If all people have to argue me on and all people have to really use against me is if or if not I had cervical cancer from 2 fucking years ago, then I think I'm winning. Okay? I'm just going to be honest. Hey, Moon.
Hey, I just wanted to come up here because I understand that a lot of this stuff that's going to be used against you is going to involve people like myself and
They don't
others,
care who they
you
hurt.
being a victim. Right. Well, what I just want to make very clear is that I supported Jessica before. Jessica did. Angela was a catalyst to a lot of Jessica's behavior. The reason why I know this is because Angela was a catalyst to a lot of Lindsay's behavior. Angela was a catalyst to a lot of Natasha's behavior. Angela instigates. She passes along private information. She deals, and her currency is screenshots, private information, and private DMs. Now, if Queen feels like she wants to be involved with people like this, I pity her because she is going to have the wrath of those same people do the same thing to her on a much bigger scale, because I'm pretty sure that Queen has been involved in a lot of fuckery beyond these people. So Angela wants to get into whatever's going on, and she wants to be in the middle of that, and then she wants to leave that, and she wants to expose everything that she was a part of, but take herself out of it. She's done it for years.
Can we also acknowledge she's done it with Kim and Crafton, with Natasha, with Paula, with Holly, with Mandy C, with Mysterious Case Files, with Voices. I mean, with CJ. I mean, she's done it with dozens.
Anybody and everybody.
With Melissa Jade and her crew, with those group of people. She's done it to everybody. This is nothing new for Angela. I knew Angela had an obsession with Lindsay. I didn't realize how fucking serious it was until I was on the receiving end of it. But the fact of the matter is, Angela was not only my moderator, so-called friend, but she was the biggest white knighter I ever had. She would make videos and community posts all the time defending me on the same thing she's now trying to use against me. And
I want to be really clear about this. At no point did Jessica encourage Angela to make videos. Jessica didn't even drop Angela's link in her chat for a long time. I think you only did a couple of times. Yeah, I think you only did.
I told her that sometimes when she was doing that, I told her she was causing me more harm than good, because things would be quiet and then she would make a post using my name or a situation to, reignite the flame. And I told her
she was
a
huge problem between you and I.
Absolutely.
Yeah. She was one of the major problems between you and I, because I think that you would hear stuff from her and you wouldn't go back and check. And I think that,
I trusted her.
Yeah, I literally think that. And I think it's so very sad that she thinks that it's weird for you to have said that she was like a mother figure to you. You respected her, you looked up to her, and that's what you were trying to convey through that.
Right.
And
she's 54. I was 32. I definitely sought guidance from her, given that she was older and had more life experiences, hence going to her with medical concerns or questions. It's really not that difficult.
She also poses a very gentle, spirit in your life, other than the fact that she's constantly instigating. Angela talks really soft. She's very pity me, poor me, I'm fragile, but the way she presents things, look what they're doing to you. Look what they're, she's a
Even on
drama
Thanksgiving, bitch.
concern troll.
Even on Thanksgiving, she sends me a message to let me know that my son, remember, they don't talk about kids or go at kids, that there's an odd account of my son, and even acknowledges that it looks like an older boy, but still had to ask if it was my child. You know that's not my fucking son there, but you had to bother me on Thanksgiving to let me know that my son is again being used as a weapon on YouTube, right? Because you having that drama fix and your lonely fucking life was more important than me celebrating a holiday with my loved ones.
And this is the most attention that Angela's ever gotten in her
Ever.
whole entire anything, because everybody that knows her history knows exactly who Angela is, and they take everything she says with a grain of salt, because she lies by omitting. That's her favorite. She likes to omit her part, so she's a liar.
Or
She likes to pin everything, just like anything that they say, "Oh my God, Lindsay's gone real live on do 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 do." Guess who was right there saying, "Oh my God, you need to do this, Lindsay, because they're doing this to you, they're doing that, they're doing this," and that is the truth. So
and what
I
else she would
pity.
do? She was also famous for, looking back, is getting me worked up, encouraging me to vent there in private, so I wouldn't do it publicly. And now she's using those same moments against me publicly
Right.
after encouraging me to do that.
Well, thank you for letting me up. I just wanted to kind of bring some kind of credence, some kind of credibility to
I
something that you're
appreciate
saying,
you.
knowing that we've had our difficulties, but I do know Angela on a different, you know, not on a different plane, on the very same plane, but, from a different community,
Right.
basically. So,
I
but
appreciate you. Thank you. Because
I
they seem to think if they have, the same file, 3 people up on panel co-signing all their lies and fuckery and bullshit, that makes it truthful. And it
well,
just
and
doesn't.
I think it's really gross that they are the people that are the aggressors 100% of the time. And then when you fight back, they're going, "Oh my God, we told you to leave us alone. Just leave us alone."
Oh my God,
And
she did
they will
it
be
to
the
me.
aggressor for months,
Yes.
months.
She did that. They did that to me. Literally on Laura's panel, she said, TT said, and we told this bitch, Angela and me told this bitch, if she don't talk on us, we won't talk on her. She was live at 4 a.m. that morning of that day, threatening my daughter, saying because she's 17 and graduated high school, she is now fair game.
Girl,
They
I
never
know
shut the fuck
that's
up.
the same thing about her getting online at 3 o'clock in the morning playing Crazy Train, thinking about me and Lindsay. She's just out there. She's not
Absolutely.
she's not coherent even enough to understand. When you were reviewing her live, when she was doing that, she reviewed it again and she was like, "Yeah, let's hear it." She thought it was going to play. She still had no fucking clue that the song never played. She's so incoherent, coherent. She doesn't even listen to her lives back. She's just a liar. If
Well, and
if
that's
I
why
had the
I
time
offered
of day, I
grace.
could if I had the time of day, I could debunk every single thing she says in a lie.
Oh, they're
And a
coming
lot.
up. We got it in the works. It's coming up. Because
Okay.
here's the thing. When it comes to her, I've offered grace, like maybe she doesn't remember because she is plastered out of her motherfucking mind. So maybe there is a chance she doesn't remember saying the things she said, but the fact that she'll double down and swear she didn't. I mean, how many times has she done that, Moon? And then you play and it's like you did right there, and she's like, "Oh, fuck you, get a job."
Well,
Like,
it was so funny as
weak
CJ
ass
was
bitch.
like, she goes, it's clear that I've been on a spiral to Voices. Voices hops off panel. She starts reviewing your and CJ's stream. CJ says she's on a spiral and she goes, "Ha ha ha, spiraling." Like,
I'm on
no,
a
bitch,
fucking
you just said
spiral.
that.
Right, you
You
said
said
it.
it.
Unbelievable.
All
And
right,
and then
Chico.
even
Well, I'm glad
I
for your
appreciate you.
success. I support your success
Thank you.
always. I think you're doing a good job. And, I don't think that you have been, I think that you've been covering drama, but you've taken a very but you've been
Bias
very,
approach.
yeah, you have.
Right.
And I can say that even when I'm like, wait, she could be saying something right now, but she's not,
I've
you
bitten my
know.
tongue so many times to be respectful and to run my channel a certain way, and it still don't matter. People want to be angry, and at the end of the day, we know what the real anger stems from.
I understand. Well, I agree. Just keep doing you, and I like your attitude, your positive attitude, and I support you, Jessica. Just
Thank
keep
you.
trucking.
Appreciate it. Thank you
Bye-bye.
so much. So you guys are telling me to go check out this video now and stop this one then? Because we were all right, fine. I do appreciate her coming up and taking the time because what she's saying is factual. But I still have so much to say here. But all right, fine. Hold on. Oh, they made me look hot. Okay. Thank you. Thank you, channel owner. Apparently, we're good friends anyway, huh? These people have been getting in Queen's ears for months, but Queen never liked me. It goes all the way back. All the way back.
Warnings. Episode 1. An OG creator in the Krama community, Granny's Watching, has been bussing out the
An OG creator. OG creator. I thank you for recognizing that I'm part of this community. I appreciate that. I appreciate that.
content lately. Her unbiased approach to commentating on the community bullshit, as well as combining multiple communities in her chat, has not gone unnoticed by Queen Bee.
Unbiased, and yes, multiple communities in the chat. I got the tea on Gary. His screen name is Gary. He has a wrench by his name and has a gray beard. Thank you.
4 weeks ago, Granny did a live showcasing the Bullhorn Betty and JLR breakup. Her commentary was neutral, which allowed for those of different opinions to gather in her chat. Did Queen Bee notice that a smaller channel like Granny's was growing? Or was it simply the topics Granny was covering? Either way, the Queen issued her first warning 3 weeks ago.
Damn, I did not know that. Okay, no.
Oh.
No, we got to report on this, see, because that's what
Breaking news.
breaking news. How are you?
I will skip a panel guest talking about her pet, but you heard there is some breaking news that the Queen must report on. You can hear Queen Bee skimming through the clip before showing it. The panel is confused.
Oh, what the
Oh,
what the hell's that?
I know, I'm wondering too.
Oh, look.
Is it a clip?
Oh, you playing something, Queen?
Those two. So,
Oh yeah, that's gotta be a clip.
yeah, I just popped it open. I just popped it up by accident, popped it open or whatever. And it's already on the screen. So anyhow, Natasha Cooper has another channel and it's called Hair in a Biscuit Community. Well, apparently she's pissed off because she's talking shit to Laura and Granny's Watchings because of course she don't like Granny, and now that
What is
Granny's
that about?
Laura, it's but Natasha's on here saying that.
So 3 weeks ago, the Real Granny's Watcher cancer. And here's what they keep using against me, that I said to a woman, Oz, who I spoke to often, that, yeah, of course I'm jealous that Natasha can sit in a fucking recliner and make a couple $1,000s. Be honest in the motherfucking chat and tell me you wouldn't be jealous of that too. Who isn't jealous of that? Who doesn't wish we could sit in a recliner and make 10, 20 grand? If you say you're not, you're lying. You're absolutely lying. So, but Queen, you didn't play that. You didn't show my messages. And then I said, Kleiner making money off others' work, raising 2 children alone. And this woman gets over $25,000 for fake tears, for being vile, and people striking back for being overweight. So yeah, I was jealous and angry. Fucking right. She got $2,500 to put on some fake tears that people call her fat. I mean, come on. But I thought I'd start talking about Queen first.
And basically, she's got a text message up here that says from Jessica, which is Granny's.
Queen Bee acknowledges that she is reading off a private message from Granny.
Oh shit, a private message? You would never. What?
Granny.
Watching says, I'm not gonna lie, I was jealous when Natasha was getting all those super chats. She doesn't deserve them. She doesn't deserve a single handout. I bust my ass not sitting in a recliner and making money off others, working and raising 2 kids alone. This woman gets over $2,500 for fake tears, for being violent, people striking back, for being overweight. So yeah, I was jealous and angry. She goes on to show these messages or whatever. This is her part 1
I was absolutely jealous and angry. Facts.
So now she's trying to, I guess she's trying to go after Granny's watch.
Look at this. This is their big argument here. Just diagnosed with cervical cancer on 4/9/22. Just diagnosed with cervical cancer on 4/10. A day later, I said just diagnosed, and that's them saying I'm lying. Because was I just diagnosed on the 9th or was I just diagnosed on the 10th? According to myself, I was just diagnosed that entire fucking week. But I thought you didn't do this, Queen. I thought it never happened.
Watching her, I don't know what her thing is. I don't know what her issue is, honestly. I think because I thought they had put the shit behind him now, but apparently not.
But that was the big breaking
There are
news.
a lot of I don't knows being said. However, they are followed up with explanations. This indicated that she clearly knows exactly what she is showing.
What? So they were friends. Were they very close?
Oh, what? I'm sorry.
Or were they like close at one time and then that blew to hell? And
No,
then
Granny watching started her channel, calling out Natasha Cooper.
Oh,
Sure
okay.
did.
That's why she.
Just like you started yours calling out the tragedy pimps, right? We all start our channel playing out something. Oh, Natasha was beyond disgusting. Beyond disgusting.
Started her channel. That's what she started it for, was to call out Natasha Cooper.
Okay, so they were never friends who had like
Not that I'm aware. I don't think they were ever friends, but I'm aware.
Okay.
Actually, Queen, yours was started off on the Michael Long case, if I'm correct, right? Maybe it wasn't, because I was actually calling out tragedy pimps before you were. But I don't belong in this community.
Okay. Natasha Cooper is very funny. She can be.
I don't like that.
She can be really nasty, but she can be really funny too. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Wait.
Different years.
Yeah, and I don't really like Natasha because the whole Gem Stouch thing.
See, right there again, this is twice now that Queen has said that a dachshund, real life going piece of shit is funny, hysterical, funny.
She basically.
Yeah, that was gross. But
Yeah.
I don't listen to her anymore. But years ago, I used to, and she was funny.
She showed the
Yeah,
autopsy
like I said, she used
photos
to
of
be
a
funny. Like,
child.
you know what I mean? She used to be funny, but it's long gone now. That's long gone.
Oh, you walk it back after that.
What, doesn't she like constantly get her channel taken
Yeah.
down?
Well, yeah, because she's banning baiting. So,
Gotcha.
but I'm only gonna play this little piece right here and then shut it off. So, as a matter of fact, it says just diagnosed with cervical cancer 4/9/2022. Then it says just diagnosed with cervical cancer 4/10/2022. I think she's trying to point out like the times that she had it or whatever. I really don't know. So.
No, what they're trying to point out, you do know, and you should probably look over videos before you say breaking news and throw them on the screen, because you thought you had an aha moment at me because I was getting views on JLR and Bullhorn Betty, not you. Not you. Is that an aha gotcha moment? I mean, at what point do we stop saying just diagnosed? Because when I said just diagnosed on 4/9, it was 2 a.m. in the motherfucking morning. So when I was just diagnosed on the 10th, I was still just diagnosed, but okay. I'm not going to keep explaining myself.
I don't know what this is. I mean, like,
I don't know what this is. I'm just going to start saying that. I don't know what this is that I'm playing. I just don't know what I'm playing.
Back to
Chronicles.
right, you know what I mean?
She said YouTube is on my fucking mind, and now what would happen to me if I fucking die tomorrow? What would happen to my kids?
Is that my big dying moment where I said having cervical cancer was the first thing on my mind? If I was to die tomorrow, where would my kids go? Is that my big I'm dying moment? Or nobody has that yet? Nobody can find that amazing clip where somebody says they're fucking dying, so they need to go to Florida. Nobody has that clip? Okay. The fact is she played it.
No, that's it. That's her. That's her stuff with her video or whatever. It says, okay, Granny's watching 4/10/2022, even at 2 a.m. in a basement after being diagnosed with cervical cancer and dealing with the shameless harassment of the pieces of shit like you guys. I still look better than you. Don't worry, I'll be coming up properly to shut you all down. Ain't no shame in my game. I wonder what that's.
Do you wonder what that's about? I'll tell you what that's about, Queen. So the day that I was diagnosed, Natasha Cooper was up on her shit trying to threaten me that if I don't come on panel, she's going to post a revenge porn of me and another person. This is when the diary situation happened. I thought you were around for all this, so how don't you know this? Anyway, I had a cam slip. I was sitting in a fucking basement. I was on a laptop. I had my kids' gaming headphones on like I do right now. The angle was weird. The photo looked ridiculous. I looked fucking ridiculous. So I said, all right, that's all right. I'll take my power back and I'll cam up. I cammed up the next day, but your little baby back bitch, new friend the potato, reported that to YouTube as a privacy claim 2 years after she was on the panel. That, my friend, had over 13K views. That is now no longer on YouTube because the bitch lied to YouTube and got it taken down. But I cammed up and I took my power back. That's what that means. That's exactly what that means.
That's about.
But why wasn't I? You had this panel and you had this stream all about me and I wasn't invited up? Wow. She said she was in that live. I know. Yeah, Natasha offered me $500 to cam up, and I didn't do it. I went live on my own. But the fact that this is my personal health, that how many times I've heard Queen say, we shouldn't discuss anybody's health, blah, 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 blah. We shouldn't look at anybody's personal message, but you have done it to me. It was my whole point. But I'm glad that in their own words remembered the timestamp of the video that took place that you told me didn't.
Maybe that's when she wasn't cammed up or something. I don't know. I really don't like there's a lot of history. Just like she don't know our history over here. We don't know all their history over there.
Yeah.
Does that sound like she was getting revenge on me? Just like she don't know our history over here. I do, Queen. Your history is recent. I've been in this community for 3 years. I've witnessed firsthand what happened between you all. What is that hard to understand? This is all breaking news. I'm not talking about shit from 3 years ago.
Yeah.
In
It's
my
a hard
opinion,
concept.
Queen Bee claims to not know the history, but speaks a lot on historical events.
So she's saying just got diagnosed. I don't know what the point of this is. I really don't understand what
You can't
this is what I just got
comprehend.
diagnosed with.
Is she trying to say she said it twice? That she's been
You're-
diagnosed?
I'm not
You're
sure.
just
I don't know.
repeating it.
Because I really don't know what she's trying to say, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
No.
I don't know their history like that. I just know they don't get along, and I know that she's now pissed off and trying to. Here she is.
Oh, she's cute.
Here she is, right? Like you think you got me, Queen. Queen, why don't you turn on your fucking camera? Why don't you turn on your camera? Like this, see, I didn't even see this, and this is why I don't look at shit like this. But it is without a doubt 100% facts that you were angry at me, so you played this video as breaking news. A lot of us have seen it all roll out. The bee is uninformed. Thank you, Joe Madre. Thank you.
Cute.
Thank you for calling me.
Yeah, that's watching. Yeah.
I've never seen her before.
Yeah, she is cute. Yeah,
Thank
she really
you.
is.
Appreciate that.
So I'm guessing this is just okay. So here, for those who like to stir the pot, wait a minute, I missed that. For those who like to stir the pot, you should know what you're cooking before you get burnt.
Mm-hmm.
Queen Bee in the pound.
How many times have I not only acknowledged but apologized for what I did to Natasha and to Natasha herself, which even Natasha herself accepted? How many times? How many times have I said my behaviors of what I did to somebody else came back on me, which is why I set out to be different? Are we not allowed to grow? But so we can't talk about anything that happened in August. It's old news, but you're going to pull up shit from 2022. Okay.
Panel continue on with the video of Granny.
I mean, I just
I would be
would not share.
mortified.
Right. I was gonna say I would be
God,
in my business out here like this. Good Lord. So you gotta keep
They did. So I don't even know if I should. I don't even think I should have to break this down again. But it's a really simple fucking concept. Pre-cancerous cells 2019. COVID car accident take place. No follow-up. In the words of your good friend Voices, I raw dogged myself. Not in bed with my child. That's ridiculous. And there was a shitload of fucking blood, to be graphic. And I was terrified. Terrified. I don't even care. I'll put it all out there so somebody else has already anyway. So I reached out to the two ladies who we've always spoke medically with. And I said, I'm fucking scared. This is scary. I don't, remind me to call my doctor. Well, when I called my doctor the next day, they were able to get me in that day because they were equally as concerned. They were very concerned. I go in, you spread your fucking legs, right? That's what you do. And as she's looking, she says, your cervix is friable. The slightest touch makes it bleed. This looks like cancer. Blackout after that. All I hear is cancer. She says you had the precancer cells in 2019. We never had a follow-up, blah, blah, blah. Then she says, do you have a live-in will? Do you have a live-in will? I've never been asked in my entire life if I had a live-in will. Scared the fuck out of me. A moderator was bitching that day that I wasn't responding to her. So I wrote to her, I'm sorry I didn't respond to you. This is why. She took that information, went to another chat and said, oh, now you're all going to forgive Granny because she has this medical issue. And I said, fuck you. I've explained it all here. You can all go watch it here in this video I just linked. But I'm not going to continue to explain myself. But you know what, Queen? Don't ever cry if I show a message of you calling somebody a snake, lying bitch when you're playing this on your stream.
Keep some stuff to yourself.
They learn and acknowledge the full context of what the video is describing. I promise you this will be important to note for the next couple episodes.
There was a lady who did a video. She goes, I don't come in here. I'm sorry. You know what? I'm sorry. I'm sorry you're going through this. I apologize that you have to go through this. I'm so sorry. But guess what? I didn't log into YouTube to hear about your medical diagnosis or anything going on with it or anything about your medical diagnosis. And I don't care. I come here to laugh. I come here to have fun. I come here to have a good time. I don't come here to pay for your medical bills. I'm sorry. I don't. I was like, well,
Yeah, I don't mean to. I'm not.
Did I ask for money? Can somebody tell me if I asked for money for cancer? I'd love to know.
I'm trying to shame her, but I don't know. Not everything needs to come to YouTube.
Yeah.
I didn't bring it
Right.
to YouTube. I didn't bring it to YouTube. No, you didn't. Never, not once. Nope, you didn't. And these are all day one people that have been here. Did not. Thank you.
I agree with that. I mean, you gotta keep in mind this is from a year ago. I think this is from a year ago, but I know it's getting brought up because
2 years
she's,
ago.
hanging with Laura. And
Is Queen Bee bringing it up because Granny is hanging with Laura? Or is she bringing it up to cast a certain light in Granny's direction?
It's to cast a certain light because she literally just said, she's over there talking about our shit. You said it. That's exactly why when I went up on your panel, the second time you spoke about my butthole, I said, I feel like you were doing this to punish me. I feel like you're pulling up Angela's clips and bullshit to punish me. Well, there's that too, right? Absolutely not. Thank you. Never asked for money for cancer. Nope. This becoming a pattern of behavior now with QB. Deesh, Jones, and Nanya Granny. Anyone even looks at QB sideways and insinuations about their character immediately fired up and repeat it. Well, that's a shame because I was very fair to Queen. Very fair.
I saw in the chat somebody said that a mod.
Petty, what?
It sounds like maybe she didn't.
Like a mod put it out. I'm sure that's
Yeah.
not. I'm sure that's
Yeah.
not. I'm
Oh
sure
my
they probably
God.
did because there was
That
people
was
that
awful.
she had mods that were doing like backstabbing us shit, and
So Queen acknowledged on that panel, December 10th, that it was a mod that did it, but yet she came up on my panel and repeated that I brought it here. So you already had the correct information on December 10th. Mystery, weren't you just trashing me and voices as she was saying the most vile shit about me, my children, and my family? Weren't you just in there trashing me? You don't think moderators like you are the other half of the problem? You don't think people like you sitting on people like Natasha Cooper and voices fucking shit, disgusting real life shit is part of the problem? Don't block her. I want her to respond. I want to know how you have nerve to come in my chat after you just cheered on voices and the vile, disgusting shit she had to say about my underage children and my fucking family. The real life going shit that voices over there bragging about. Clip channels are the problem. Blessed be.
yeah, it's just some shit. I mean, some things happen like that. It is what it is.
Okay, it looks Bodhi, her chat, it kind of makes it sound like another private message getting shared when it never was meant to be.
Right.
It's being brought up here because we're covering this. She's the one who put this on the internet.
Oh.
Being brought up here because we're covering this. She's the one who put this on the internet.
Oh.
The panel is discussing Granny's medical information and reading private messages. They claim it's because it was brought to the internet. Queen Bee and the panel clearly understand this was brought up again because of.
Are you going to pay for my children to go to Florida, Billy? Fortunately, I was able to send one child, but if anybody wants to send me $20K, I'll move to Florida. But if you pay for it, I'll do it. Welcome, hippie. Thank you. Oh, I didn't put this on the internet. I didn't bring any of this on the internet. Yeah, we saw you too, Brittany, and I'm coming for you. That pic is hot. I appreciate that. QB thinks everyone should be donating money to a legal issue, and next year Pattern calls himself. She intimidated this someone else's channel is gaining subscribers. I don't know what her problem is, but I do know that this is the third time Queen has played this, and I was also told, but don't have proof, that Queen sent Voices money to do her stream today, where she's being vile, disgusting, doxing, lying, you know, all the things. All the things. Thank you so much. I thought she didn't want drama either until I seen her in a chat where, again, my children, my family, myself, most disgusting things were being stated.
Of an ex-moderator of Granny's.
Brittany says she wants to know why people talk on her kids. We don't, Brittany. We talk on your parenting. And now that I found out you have 3 children you don't raise, I'm going to talk a little bit more on it.
A lot of this
You
information
don't like
will be
it? Oh,
important
fucking
in
well.
the next episodes. The rest of the warnings are to be continued.
Thank you so much, in their own words. Appreciate you. Very well done. Very much appreciate it. I knew I wasn't crazy. I knew that they talked about my shit weeks ago. But I don't appreciate that you came on my panel and still said that I brought this here, knowing that I didn't, because you were corrected weeks ago that it wasn't brought here. I also gave the timestamps to that girl on which stream when they first said they didn't know which stream. So we're going to hear right here where Queen says I brought it up again, that I brought it to YouTube, but we now have proof, undisputable proof, that you knew that wasn't true when you tried to use it against me on my panel and distract into something different.
That you brought to this platform, correct?
No, actually, a moderator did. Say, there it is. Everybody heard that?
So you're telling me I played a video, fully doxed in, and they said Granny's watching your full name, first name, address, all that on a fucking video.
No, it was just my medical and my private conversations. It wasn't like
right? It was about the cancer shit, right? That you brought to this platform, correct?
No, actually, a moderator did.
A moderator brought it to this platform?
I'm sorry, what comments were deleted, Barbies? What comments? Why are you all dealing comments that what doctors say? I seen the comments. Why'd you delete those comments? I didn't see the comments. Let me pull up my own channel and look. Because you're not going to tell me what the fuck my doctor told me. That's why. Is that a good enough reason? Because your doctor isn't my doctor. Sorry, I'm just looking at comments or messages I'm getting. I think if you're promoting a ban invader, we should take up on your own friend's offer, which is to report you. How about that? Right. Imagine thinking you know what my doctor told me. Don't make yourself look a fool. She didn't say fried and wasn't unprofessional. Friable cervix is a technical term, an indicator of cancer. It means the surface tissues breaking up. Thank you. They either want me to be medically educated or I'm just a street rat that dropped out of the 8th grade. You can't fucking win, right?
The last thing, the only time I heard you was talking about it. You was talking about you was going to go to Disney and it was the last trip and all that. I watched that live stream. I was in your live with that.
So you heard me say this is my last trip? You didn't click that?
I heard you say this is you were having a hard time, and it could be or some along the lines. Yeah, some along the lines. Yeah, you did.
No, what I said is after experiencing what I experienced, life is short. That's what I said.
And I don't blame you. I'm not saying you're wrong for that, but I know I was there for that live stream.
I'm amazed that everybody says that I said I was dying, and not one person, all the haters I have, not one person.
You said it could be your last.
Is that what Mystery said? I'm missing your comments, Mystery. I said, Megan, only thing I said was QB does not have time for TT or GW, but GW is bent because no, I wasn't. I don't need QB to back me. I was bent because QB stands on this pedestal of being against doxing and reading messages and going after kids and all the things, but actually she supports it. No, they don't. It was during a pap smear. They don't. Because you work for an OBGYN that wouldn't do that. That means all of them wanted Barbies here. Are you a Barbie doctor or a real doctor? Barbie's here. I sure was, Mystery. Because Queen is constantly being tagged by these people, and I'm supposed to believe there's no fucking agenda behind it. I'm supposed to be gaslit once again by the same fucking people. Okay, Barbie. Well, I'm glad your doctor's office wanted to do that. No doctor's office should do that, but mine fucking did. Okay? Have a great day. Matter of fact, check out the stream where I literally showed proof that not only did I immediately say it to others, but my own fucking mother. You think I told my own fucking mother? I would tell my own fucking mother that I was just diagnosed with cervical cancer, but I'm lying? Right. Please. Get out of here with that bullshit.
trip with your kids. You did say that.
Sure did.
I
I
don't
don't
think
think that's
that's
I
what
wanted
I
to fight my kids.
that.
Yeah, the fun was also a month after all that came out, but I don't even understand how we got here. If you look at my screen, this is it. The last stream I did about you was here, and then we had a conversation on it. Since then, I've made a purpose not to speak on you. Unfortunately, Jones and
The whole live stream was about me yesterday, bro.
I did what?
The whole live stream yesterday was about me. Consider continuing to round that fucking name up. Nicolina was coming up here talking shit. How many? Laura comes up and talks shit every fuck.
Then you're on 2 days of your whole live stream being about me. 2 days, and Laura does not come on my panel a lot. She doesn't come up every day.
I'm not on my panel. You get mad about that. So how does that make any kind of sense?
No, here's the Queen. First off, you can have your, like I said, if you want to associate with those type of people, associate with them.
Associate with them. Having them on a panel just like you did doesn't mean I'm associating with them. Because I keep it open.
Can anybody comprehend the difference here? Or am I just totally fucking nuts? Is there a big difference between people who are members of my channel and who've been in my chat for a long time coming up on my panel? Or, B. Tim was up here with Sinner, so that's really why it came up. I even said this isn't going to be a bash Queen situation, but isn't there a big difference between saying, hey, Jim Terry and anybody else who hates Queen with a passion, come on up and let's do an entire stream about fuck Queen. There's a big difference, right? I mean, just saying, there's big difference in me covering the current happenings that I watched unfold than covering shit from 3 fucking years ago without context. There's a big difference. I'm sorry if you feel like you can't understand it, but there's a big difference there. Hey, Joe. No, I actually stopped both of them from doing so because I wanted B. Tim to be spoken at as B. Tim, not as a representative of Queen. Because, well, this.
Does not associate with every single person.
Well, when you're literally shouting at them to come on up because you want to seek revenge on me, that's a pretty weak ass move.
No, not doing the same thing you do. I can't cover what goes on with you over here. You're covering what goes on with me over there.
She's just refusing to comprehend what is taking place. She's just refusing to see it any other way. And quite frankly, I'm shocked that nobody's like telling her, like nobody close. Maybe they are in private. I don't know. Maybe they are. But I'm just shocked that nobody's not, saying to her, like, Queen, there is a big difference. And you are doing it as revenge. It's very clear that you're doing it to be revengeful. I mean, am I wrong? Does anybody else see it as revengeful? Like she's now suddenly interested in this because she feels that I'm speaking on her? Because she feels that I'm going against her? I actually feel like I've been very fucking fair. Should I make another poll? Because apparently polls are a problem too when they're not in your favor. They were fine when it was asked to be made, but now I just made it because I didn't want to discuss my feelings. Okay. Exactly, Katie B. By talking about Sinner and Emmy that's covering you. Can we also acknowledge that not only has Laura, Nicolina, Joneson, Nanya, and all these ladies, not only have they been in this community for well over 2-3 years, unlike TT, who just came the fuck around as TT, because before she was several different names and identities. Right? I mean, anybody else see the difference? Like, I know who you guys don't know who this woman is because she doesn't know herself. Unlike the people that come on my panel who are established and known, and their channels aren't solely based on fucking hating you. I think that's the difference. Can I say Lars sucks and Makeup Mobsters, Sapphire Jewels are good people with good channels, in my opinion. QB even thinks you say something bad about her, she attacks. I didn't say anything bad about her. She is a nutcase. There's a huge difference.
Dox you, no, and I would never fucking allow anyone to come up and dox you or your fucking kids on my panel. Never would I ever do that to you or anybody else.
Today, Queen was written to twice that she received clips on me speaking about my child, my discussion with my community about my child and my concerns as a mother. What's funny is that Angela at the time acknowledged that I was speaking as a single mother, not having that masculine energy around my son. Now it somehow comes down to question somebody's sexuality. If my son wants to be or grows up to be or decides to be or is gay, So the fuck what? So what? Yeah, and I would never ever even host anybody that would dox you, your family, or your kids. But I guess that's the difference between us.
Oh, okay. But you know so much about these people that come up on your panel.
I know enough that what was going on private.
No, that's the problem is you don't know what's going on. You ain't been around. You're not from our community. You have no fucking idea. So yesterday's live stream was some straight bullshit.
So I'm not aware. I'm not from this community. Okay, well, that's really weird. Because if you go and look, in their own words, tagged me in their very first video. So I was here and aware for everything that I have covered because it covered as I'm covering it as this happened. Like, I'm not covering shit from 3 years ago. I'm covering things as they're happening.
I should not have to do a 6-hour fucking live stream refuting the lies and the bullshit. Didn't even have a chance to come on your fucking panel to defend myself, and I was the goddamn cue to your live all fucking day.
You weren't. The link was dropped several times. If you had other things
I was busy with my kid's fucking birthday. I didn't have time to come up and join your fucking 6-hour live stream about me. I'm sorry, I didn't have time for that. I didn't know you were doing one.
Because I'm not friends with people that go after your kids. I have no idea how many kids you have.
Nobody should be going after fucking kids. Period. No, nobody's going after your kids. Kids should not be brought up on this platform. Fucking period.
The woman you invited on your panel has threatened my daughter more than once.
And they say you're lying.
They say, but put a 1 in the chat if you guys have heard.
I don't care about a 1 in the fucking chat. I can't see the chat. What I'm saying is they're calling you.
When she said, I don't care about a 1 in the chat, I do. Because it's my chat. And my chat has been here, again, because out of everybody in my small little sector that you think that I'm only a part of, I have had the longest standing, strongest support out of all of them. So yes, I care when people who have been here since day one and have watched everything unfold can co-sign what I'm saying without being gaslit any further. It means a lot to me.
You a fucking liar, just like people are calling me a fucking liar. So how do I know if I don't talk to them? How am I just supposed to go off what you say, just like you go off what I say?
No, you don't. Invite them up. You already did. Host your panel. Have fun. I don't know what you want. Like, what do you want me to say? Please don't do it.
What do you want me to say? You want to continue doing our shit over here. So what's the problem with me doing your stuff over here? What's the
I'm sorry you don't recognize me as part of this community, but I am. Okay, and I'm going to speak on things that are happening within this community, whether you like it or not.
So you are not things that are happening in your community, then no, you can't be mad about it. That's all I'm saying.
You have. Do you forget that you've done that first to me? You have.
I've done that first to you. Do I do live streams on you? I don't recall ever doing a fucking live stream on you.
You don't recall me ever doing on your... Well, in their own words, prove that to be a lie, right? Because now if just being mentioned means you did an entire live, well then yes, you've done several live streams on me. Several. It also does not escape me that 3 of you continuously be tagged by these people. Right. GW had dog like her on her stream without even watching stream for herself. So it was absolutely done with intent. Right. Just like it was done with intent when she said, we have breaking news. Let's go over Grady's medical. Okay. It was with intent then too. Well, we seen Mystery herself come in here and lie that Willow was attacking Gma Grandma Sherry when he wasn't. So, she'll let GW come up. She'll allow anyone up, not just Faves. Ask Nicolina about the fight between her. Did you ask Nicolina about the fight between her traders and Constance on my panel? So I don't choose just Faves either. No, listen closely, Mystery, because this is how you go about spreading your misinformation. I never said you did. I said you accused Willow of doing so on his stream, and the entire chat told you were wrong. Okay? That's all I'm saying.
You tried and you had a fucking meltdown or whatever it was. Like you said, you fucking left the internet. I didn't even know you fucking left the internet.
First off, I left the internet in the summertime. Secondly,
I don't care what you did. I don't care.
Like, she didn't just mention there about me having a so-called breakdown to try to insult me. You know what I mean? Like, it's such cheap shots that you think, like, I don't realize what's happening in the moment. Of course I do.
What you did.
Okay, when I was on your panel and I felt ganged up on, hence why I didn't allow B10 or Nicolina or anybody to gang up on my panel, because I never want anybody to feel that way.
Why was you ganged up on?
Because I was ganged up on. Person you could to come up there and take a go at me. I already was not in a good place. I took a break. And every time I spoke or tried to defend myself, I was told that I was being manipulative. You're lying. You're being manipulative. That's why. That. But in the summer, it was actually the people you invited up. They're the ones that literally pushed for me to be suicidal. They're the ones. So when you're comparing like what Joe's saying,
you and TT go back and forth like me and Laura. Period.
No, we don't.
Laura has a nasty relationship too. So she's a bigot.
Isn't it amazing that Queen claims she knows nothing of what's going on with me and these people, but yet she knows everything? You know what I mean? Like, so you either know nothing or you know everything. Which one is it? Because this like claiming ignorance all the time is just that. ignored TT since June. I finally did a stream after she doxed my family and my moderators.
Any idea?
Sorry, what?
I said, I don't have any idea what goes on between you and TT. I don't keep track of your fucking streams with her.
She just said that she knew that we go back and forth. Okay.
I don't really even know her. I don't know anything about her.
I don't go back and forth with her. Since June, I've ignored them. It wasn't until she doxed my father, threatened my children, and doxed my moderators that I finally... And actually, after that panel, I was invited up by Laura, and I didn't know Laura and Queen hated each other, which is part of the messages that Angela left out. And because I went on Laura, she then went on Little Man's. So you do shit to be revengeful. You do. And we did a response to her. I get you don't know what's going on.
You did all these live streams on you and you only responded one fucking time to her? Is that what I'm getting at here?
No, during the summer, when every time I went live, they would restream me. You got to remember, these were people I thought were my friends, okay? When she started out of nowhere and said she never fucking liked me, and every time I went live, she would restream me. I got off for the summer and evaluated how I got myself into this place and what I was doing. Hence why I try to run my channel as unbiased and fair as I can be. Then TT and them would go live several times a day, all day about me.
I forgot to say it.
As you ignore people, as you know, Queen, they often will step it up a notch. We got to the point where it stepped up a notch, where she'd go live 4 or 5 times screaming about my daughter. She's fair game. They would... Oh, Mystery, because I was live yesterday, I wasn't there to defend myself. Because on December 10th, I was at a birthday party. I wasn't there to defend myself. Luckily, 2 times I did tune into Queens. I was there to defend myself. Luckily. Or the discussion would have continued on with misinformation. So I'm so grateful that I've always been given a heads up or the grace to be there to defend myself as well. Let's get real here. Voices and the shit she said about my kid, the things, the sexuality of my son, who doesn't even have a sexuality, he's a fucking innocent kid. And then it came to doxing of my father, and then I responded. I've responded to TT very little in comparison to what has been done. Now, D'Angelo, that's not true. Why are you sending Queen clips of me speaking about my child to my community 3 fucking years ago and trying to twist them to me questioning my child's sexuality? Where I repeatedly stated and will repeat again, if my son wants to be gay, he will be loved. That's all that matters. Very recent stream is because she doxed my family and my moderators.
Okay, and then I'm supposed to know this information, right?
You're tagged in it all the time. See how she says there, and I'm supposed to know this information? No, I'm giving you the information so you can stop claiming you don't know. Okay? Okay. That's why I'm giving you that information. Not so you can say, oh, so I'm supposed to know this. No. So that now you can no longer say you don't know it. And there is proof. I've done plenty of videos. Again, they are some of my top views over here. Go look at them. You don't see your tags?
I was tagged in it.
Yeah, several times.
Yeah, so how are you going to hold that against me when I don't know anything about these fucking tags or pay attention to them? The other day I paid attention to them after I fucking talked about the situation. One time I was tagged in 3 fucking posts. How is that my fucking fault?
How many of you will continuously be tagged in somebody's docs or personal information before you will literally say, don't fucking tag me anymore? I don't support the type of fuck shit you are doing, so stop tagging me. I would. Any other creators in here, would you? And then her saying she wishes a hurricane on you. How fucking weird is that? That is true, Meredith. I've witnessed that myself. Some are, some aren't. Well, it's not your fault, but here's my question. Do you think they're not picking you for a reason to tag?
You think that Jones and Nunya and them ain't coming over here fucking with you for a reason, attacking you and fucking with you and coming in every live stream and talking shit for a reason?
Well, I've never been tagged by Jones or Nunya. They both were coming in my streams well prior to this. Matter of fact, I hosted Nunya and Nonsense when they were rather new to YouTube because, again, I'm part of this community. I don't know if you remember that, Nunya, but I do. They don't tag me, but no, I feel like they've been in my chat whether you were the conversation or not. Has Angela ever been in your chat until last night? No. But she's back
yeah,
there
I guess she's a fucking member and I didn't even know it. So
right in early, bought a membership.
Keep track of everybody in my fucking chats and all. I had no idea. So
likes the
apparently she's a member on my channel and I didn't know it.
Right, because she's never there. That's my point. I get what you're saying, but I feel like you're trying to compare 2 different situations, and I get why you're upset. When I even just showed that on this stream yesterday, I got left a comment that thanked me for saying this won't be a queen bash, and I even responded, when I got off your panel, I meant to hold my word. I didn't realize that you thought like me covering like Jones and Nunya, which weren't about you. I didn't realize you thought
Nunya is about me. The whole fucking.
My topic the other day with Jonesin was about B. Tim and Jonesin. Wasn't about Queen. I don't have it sped up. No, I don't. No, Mystery, I do not. maybe consider asking me things before you assume. I do not have it sped up. Good golly. Right here, normal speed. That's actually the speed. Unless this creator sped it up, I'm pretty sure I can go over my own panel and it'll be the same speed. Ever.
Issue. That's all about me.
Right, but if you go over to my stream wasn't, is what I'm saying.
Yeah, I couldn't be in the live stream yesterday. All I know is every time I looked at the chat, my fucking name was being brought up and I'm being.
Okay. Let's see if you're right about that. Very curious if you're right about that. Because I'm in a mood today. I love being in moods after I'm told somebody paid somebody to attack my children and my family and lie on my name. Is this better for you, Mystery? Should I play it on my own stream so you can hear it better? Maybe I'll comprehend it correctly.
None is about me. The whole fucking issue. That's all about me.
Right, but if you go over to my stream wasn't, is what I'm saying.
Yeah, I couldn't be in the live stream yesterday. All I know is every time I looked at the chat, my fucking name was being.
I appreciate that, Mystery, but all I am saying is clip channels are not the problem. It is subscribers such as yourself. It is subscribers that will sit in the streams where things like that are being done and cheerlead it on. That is the real problem here. Because without subscribers, creators are nothing. So when you are supporting that, you are showing that it is acceptable behavior. Okay? I mean, it's such simple. I don't understand why people don't get it. Do you think it would be okay for me right now to pull up Voices Finances, talk about her sister and how she was a fucking felon, to say thank God Voices didn't have kids or they'd be fucking felons? Do you think any of that would be nice? Yeah, it's very nice of me to allow you in my chat to white knight for somebody when you're in another chat fucking trashing me. I'll give you that. You got balls. I'll give you that.
Brought up and I'm being drugged in your motherfucking chat, and every time I fucking listen to your panel, I'm being fucking dogged out by Sinner's bitch ass.
That was one time Sinner was on my panel and spoke about Queen. Put a 1 in the chat if you've ever seen me being drugged in Queen's chat. Everybody in here is QB haters. All of them. Everybody in here is a QB hater, right? They've only been part of my channel for going on 3 fucking years. I'm sorry, members for 2. But they're all QB haters. Am I supposed to stop it? Am I supposed to say don't say a word about Queen, as her chat is literally saying the most disgusting shit about me? Is that what's expected of me? Oh, I'm sorry. Do I get the same courtesy back? Okay. So a lot of people have also seen it, right? All right. So I'm not nuts. I mean, we've all seen it. I'm sure there are quite a few, just like her chat's full of my haters today. I'm sure there are. But don't dismiss.
Right. So yeah, I was not fucking happy yesterday, and I was not happy that I had to come home and go over a 6-hour fucking live for 6 more fucking hours to refute the.
Oh my gosh! Did I blame? You blame subs as not all of us. No, I'm blaming subs like you, particularly like you. Not all subs. I'm blaming subs such as yourself. Please keep up here.
The fucking lies and bullshit that was told on your fucking panel.
Well, let's be honest. It didn't require 6 hours to do that. Nobody forced you to do it.
No, you were fucking, what, 5 hours? It was a 5-hour live stream? Yeah, so yeah, there was quite a few fucking lies that were told. Nicolina came up, lied her motherfucking ass off.
Right.
Sinner up here telling fucking lies left and right. No, I'm not doing that shit. A lot of these people in the fucking chat know who I am.
This is like definition of like taking your toys and going home. I'm just being honest. That's how it feels. It's like, listen, I interjected Sinner doing it. I actually have Laura mad at me because apparently I was kissing Queen's ass by simply saying this isn't going to be a Queen bashing. We're going to address B Tim as B Tim. Also, I never at any point, Laura, said that you interrupted B Tim. So I don't know where you're pulling that from, but that was never stated on my panel. Ever, ever.
am. Like I said, they've known me for fucking 3-4 years since I've been here.
Right. And
I'm
I
not
understand.
new to this.
Who wants to guess how long I've been here? I understand correcting the lies, but to threaten me the way you did when I've been beyond fair with you just wasn't cool.
To threaten you like what? Saying I didn't threaten you. I said I was going to cover your community like you were covering ours. Because you're telling me that these people are a certain way. I don't know these people. I'm not. I can't. What? I'm supposed to go off your word?
See, now, if you would have covered it back in June, July, August, September, October, November, December, January, well, not January, sorry. If you would have covered it then, you know, when it was happening, like June, July, August, okay, I'd understand. But it is absolutely being said to threaten me. Right, you've seen it all unfold, Julie. You're one of the few that have witnessed it all unfold. Not what you said. You invited them up on the panel and you did so in a threatening manner, and you know you did.
No, I said, you guys want to come up and we can have a live stream. What's the problem?
There is no problem. Fucking do the live stream. Come on. Like what I'm saying is not true, right? So I just said, no, come on up. We'll do a fucking live stream. Right. Because you were angry, because you felt like my streams were about you when they weren't. They just weren't. I don't know who keeps telling her they were. Exactly, Lily. The same reason mine do, but they can't ever list the reasons, right? There's no problem. You want to associate with those type of people?
If you want to cover us, I'm going to cover you guys. I mean, there's no fucking issue. There's no problem.
Listen, I could promise you this, Queen. You can cover them till your heart's desire. It won't change.
I didn't say I was covering them. I said I was covering your community. I didn't say I was covering them.
Right, because what she means is I'm going to cover you, GW. I'm not going to cover the community. I'm going to cover you. That's not what I do. I take a trip to this channel, and then we take a trip to that channel, and we do both channels. I give an overview of all. And I actually put the clips in. I put this link in here so anybody at any point can come up. I just left when GW had the perp on here. I love GW. I'll never hate Bond, but I just walk out there speaking on someone I care about. I myself used to watch QB, but too much hater there. Couldn't take it, so I don't watch. Been 2 years. Well,
specifically is about them, where I said, hey, let's come up here and just trash and dog the fuck out of Granny. No, I never said that either.
Right. Well, first off, you know all these people do is dog and trash me because, again,
they want on my fucking panel. I mean, just because they want to talk about whatever the situation is that happened with you guys, I would never fucking allow them to dox you, your kids, or talk shit about you and drag you for an incomplete fucking lies.
Well, did I allow that? Hey, Miss Robin. I don't feel like I allowed that because B. Tim was engaging and B. Tim was defending Queen, just like Sinner was defending Emmy. So I don't know who, and actually when I felt like it was going to turn into a Queen Bee bash, all I asked is that it didn't, which is why I have Laura so fucking mad at me. So what is, and words of you, what is the problem? What is the problem? But then she's still saying all this after she watched the video, Copa. So that's the problem I have, because I can understand not watching the video first. But what I don't understand is that you've now watched the video and you're still stating the same things you said prior to watching the video. So you know you're not being truthful. That's my problem. I mean, multiple times, including yesterday, 2 known fucking liars didn't ask for any receipts or any proof. And actually, I'm shocked that Laura would allow them up too. I mean, it'd be like me allowing Makeup Mobster up. She's welcome. I mean, of course, anybody's welcome to click my link at any time. But it'd be the same thing, you know, but whatever. People love to do that when they're like angry at you. It's like their way of like, I'm going to get back. I'm going to have your biggest hater on panel. Okay. I thought when you said cover the community I come from, I thought you meant cover it overall. And what I'm saying is the furthest you will get, you will come to a point where you realize what a real low down piece of shit this woman that claims to be your best friend, the one that said fuck transgenders for what and who they are, the one that is a racist bigot. It won't take long before you show that. And she will show her ass on your panel, just as Voices does on every panel they go on. So you, thank you so much, Lori. 23 months. Thank you. Thank you so much. That is amazing. I sincerely appreciate all of you that have remained here through all the ups and downs. Must be doing something right if, again, I've had the longest standing. But what would I know? Right, Nicolene, I don't get it either. Here's $2 worth of truth about QB. Well, thank you, Soli. I think that after BHB, her head got too big. Maybe. I don't know. I don't know what it is, but I know that I'm not doing anything to hurt Queen. I feel like I've been very fair to her, and I feel like she is intentionally setting out to try to hurt me. Fuck Voices and her fake ass shit. After all that big bad talk she just did, we got to visit that. Can somebody link me? After all that big ass tough shit she just said as mystery moderated and participated, she's now crying again? Yeah, as in you. Yes, I mean that. Subs as in you. I stand by that. How does Voices always do that? She always goes from being this vile, nasty, fucking piece of shit to a crying, simple person that's just misunderstood. And it's just my, I'm trying to do better. Well, I was told that she was paid to go at me today. I don't know if it's true. I don't have proof of it. I hope I get proof of it, but I wouldn't be surprised. I'll play that. You can invite my
See, that was the same shit. Voices came and set up on my fucking panel, but I didn't let her drag you every fucking live stream, did I?
Not every fucking live stream, but you absolutely allowed Voices up there, and she's a vile, despicable creature. Matter of fact, you told me I was right after you kicked her. I have mental health issues too, and I'm not out here doxing and going real life on people and attacking them and their children. Remember to get this stream for spam. Grady's using boss and sock accounts. Go report. How am I using boss and socks accounts? What are you talking about? Do I have to do another poll to prove the legitimacy of my freaking chatters? You people are so jealous. Get a life. You're holding a dog hostage. Are you okay? You need a break. You need a break. Holding a dog hostage. Get a life. I mean, these people love to say my views are fake, but when the poll, matches and they put a 1 if they're not a soccer, imagine people are working and they're still just listening in, or, maybe they're, I don't know, take care of their children or cleaning or vacuuming, which is what I do a lot of times. Doesn't mean they're as botted. I love when people say that. You're such haters. Haters.
No.
Do you get dragged every live stream I have? Do people come up and drag you every live stream? Is that what you're saying?
Allowing people to come up and drag you. That's what you keep saying. You keep saying, I'm going to bring these people up to drag the fuck out of you.
Can anybody else tell me? Because again, I the gaslighting is real. If I said, hey, Jim Terry or whoever hates Queen the most, come up on my panel. Let's do a show. Knowing I can't even figure out who has somebody that goes at them every single day the way these two have me to compare it to. But you absolutely know that these people, all they do is talk about me. You know that. You know that. So you're absolutely inviting them up simply to have a go at me. The cards that she denied making until we showed proof that she absolutely said on Alicia's panel that she made them. You know who's associated with them too, Juliet? The bigot and the potato. 24 months. Proud to be a Granny's Delinquent. If you are already a member, you can also upgrade a membership as another way to purchase. Thank you. And hit the thumbs up, please. Thank you. I don't, can you point me to a stream where I allowed Nicolina and Nunya to come up here and just solely bash Queen? Give me the stream name and the timestamp, please. Sasha, thank you. Hey, Paige. If anybody can do, if you can do that, Mister, I'd appreciate it.
I'm not.
I'm all day obsessed over, and you know that because you saw the woman's channel. What did you think she was going to come up a panel to do when you say maybe, fuck Granny, maybe I should have hair.
Messages, emails, tags. You think these people ain't trying to reach out to me to tell their side of their story? And I've always been fair and had an open panel. Always.
Now they're reaching out to tell their side of the story. Now they're just reaching out to tell their side of the story, right? Because who are you, Queen? That people need to reach out to hold their side of the story. Does anybody want to reach out to me and tell their side of the story with Queen? You don't think that right there maybe is part of the reason you are now getting these people that dislike you to dislike you? Because you can hold public court, but nobody can hold you to public court? Right. Do I get to tell my side of the story? I mean, which one is? I seriously.
Always.
Right. Why haven't they told it till now then? Why is it only
I
after
don't
you're upset
fucking know
with me?
because I've never really mentioned your name because I never really had any problem or any way. You know what I'm saying? I never had any.
Do you guys hear that? Because she just admitted in that sentence that what I've been saying is the truth. So we're going to rewind that. We're going to rewind that. So I said, why are you waiting to entertain them till now? And this whole time I've been saying to her, you were doing it to seek revenge on me. And she has absolutely told me she's not. I also want to remind everybody that I have been a topic on Queens many of times. I've been held to the public trial, if you will. Okay. Thank you so much, Cass. Thank you. So let's listen to this again because she finally admitted it.
You think these people ain't trying to reach out to me to tell their side of the story? And I've always been fair and had an open panel. Always.
Right. Why haven't they told it till now then? Why haven't they told it till now then?
I don't fucking know because
why is it only after you're upset with me? You ready for this answer? Everybody got your headphones turned up? Let's hear it.
I've never really mentioned your name because I never really had any problem or any way. You know what I'm saying? I never had.
Because I never had a problem. So, absolutely, you are only entertaining the idea of this now because you now feel like you have a problem with me because you feel like my chat and my channel is solely based on you. And you have people in your ear saying that I'm trying to come for your position here. I'm trying to copy you. I only get views because of you. Bullshit. I could say you only get views because you allowed everybody and their fucking partners to trash the fuck out of Betty, which is why you're now in a lawsuit. I could say that's the only reason you got views too. So unfair to say that. I worked hard. Again, look at my views. They're all pretty consistent, and open panels always get more views, always. And my views went up when the discussion was no longer about Queen. When it was Nicolina and her community's problems, the views went up.
Any reason to be mentioning your name. So that why would they come around?
You just played a video about me 3 weeks ago. Stop with the narrative that even B. Tim acknowledged that my name comes up in your chat and comes up in discussion. The twice
of course it does, because you're covering everything we do over here.
Even prior to me covering everything you do. Even prior to me covering the community, I was being brought up over there. Prior to.
In Laura's fucking chat, you just went the fuck off on Laura's panel.
Right, because this is why. You want to know why? I know you don't like me. You can say it how many ways you want to say that.
Why would I not like you? What have you done that I wouldn't like you? What has happened that I would not like you?
I really wish I could get the answer to that as well. I would like the answer to that as well. Thank you, Katie B, for letting us know you're not a troll, that you actually will be running errands. I appreciate you. Seriously, I do though. Thank you. It does go back because as this woman is spreading these horrific rumors, and I even showed messages of that yesterday. Yes. Well, because I feel like you've always had a prejudice towards me. I feel like you've always had your prejudgment towards me. I know your moderators don't like me.
Why do you feel that way?
Because of the many discussions that have been had on your channel about me. That's why.
But there's been many discussions about a lot of fucking people on my panel, on my channel.
So maybe that's why they all don't like you now, right? Maybe that's why these people have all been together. And for the first time ever, you have an anti-you little commitment going on because they all feel the same way. Lies that you people are really starting drama. No, I'm sorry, Brianna. Here, let me make this very clear for you. Prior to Voices getting on the panel and crying she's a victim, she held one of the most disgusting streams anybody has heard in a very long time. Okay? It was absolutely vile and disgusting. It was full of lies. It was full of real life. It was full of speaking about children, about people's relatives. And and I wonder why she's sitting on a felons panel with the way she feels about felons. Does she not realize when she says that shit about me, she's saying it about everybody? Does she not get that? So that is why. Sorry, panel, my channel.
It does not revolve around you, and it never has. My channel
And
has
either-
never fucking revolved around you, ever.
And either has my channel and it never
I
will.
didn't say yours did, but I said the last 5-6 live streams you've done have been specifically about the situation going on over in our shit.
That's not necessarily true. Look at it's right here on the screen. Right here is about Randy and Wonwin and Natasha Cooper. Over here is about Savage.
What, 5-6 of them? Look
No. Here, open. You can look right here. Right here is
I
about
can't see your fucking
Starlight.
screen because I'm on my phone, but I'm gonna go get on my laptop right now so I can pull this fucking live stream or your fucking screen up.
Okay, please do,
I
because
know
right
you've done
here's
3 or 4
about
fucking lives
Savage.
talking about me.
This is
Or the
about
situation.
Starlight. And ironically, Copa, every time I got up there to defend myself against Voices' lies, I was told that Voices has changed. I was told that Voices is doing better. I was told that I was lying every single time.
Over here, had Jones and fucking funky ass up there talking shit.
This
I
is
like
about
Jensen.
Savage. This one's about the bigot and the rotten potato.
Thank you.
This one is about Nunya and Jones
Who's
and
the
the
big
big.
rotten potato? Who the fuck are they? Who is that?
The 2 people you invited up on panel last night. That's them 2 right there. This
I
one's about
invited
the
anybody
bigot.
to come up on panel. I didn't just say them. I
Well,
invited anybody.
you particularly. Now, did she not call out their names? Am I mistaken on that? Because she did. She literally said that. I took advantage of a grown fucking man. And like nobody speaks up and says, like, well, first off, you're insulting him by saying that. Did anybody hear her trash the living fuck out of B-Tim today? Anybody besides me? Now I took advantage of B-Tim. Little old me's out here taking advantage of everybody. I'm just out here taking advantage of all the people. I love it. All the people. Called
Such
out
a
their
fucking
names.
joke.
That's for sure.
She was in my chat. Matter of fact,
Right, because she knew the stream was going to be about me.
Was in my fucking chat.
Because she knew it was going to be about me.
My live stream was not about you yesterday. My live stream was about correcting the fucking lies that went down on your fucking panel.
Oh, something about he was invited up by being contacted the day before by Queen. So she contacted him to invite him up the following day. I didn't hear that. I don't even know if that's true. Somebody already lied and said I was with Rabbit, which we are going to be taking this bus up places. So, right. He did it all by himself. I took advantage of him. Ooh. By what? Giving him a voice? And actually, you know, if anything, I helped him because I felt like he was alone. Wow. Unbelievable. And nobody's going to speak and say like, really? If anybody else has a moment to go listen, I'd love to know if you hear that as well. Well, you sure started it off with it being about me.
Okay, so we have yesterday patrolling and trying to catch me riding. That was about me. You find out who your friends
That's
are.
not about you. Where are you on here? This is about
Yesterday was about me. The whole fucking live stream was about me. Just because I'm not on your thumbnail does not mean see that now. We're not gonna play that shit.
This
No.
about you.
Because I wasn't on the thumbnail does not mean that fucking live was not about me. Sinner came up and talked shit about me for what, 2 hours straight.
Oh, this is yesterday's stream. I'm sorry. You're right. You did come up as a topic, and I told Sinner to stop calling you names. And I said that B-Tim's going to defend you the same way he's going to defend Emmy.
Right, I heard you say that.
Okay, so like, was I not fair? Was I what was
No,
so
actually,
wrong
you
that I
were pretty
deserved?
fucking fair with that. But you were pretty fair with that. Yeah, you were.
So I don't understand what your anger is with me. Is it just that these people are in my chat? Scorpio, to be fair, at this time of the conversation, she absolutely did. She did hear my stream at that point.
I don't have I didn't have an anger with you. Like I said, though, you keep getting mad at me because I say I'm going to cover over here. Okay, what's the problem though? If
I'm
you're
not
covering our situation over here, what is the problem with me covering them? Because you
now that's the shit we're not going to play, because I just rewound and played where you literally said that you were doing it to seek revenge. It was to seek revenge. Like when I went on her panel the other day and I said, I feel like you're showing this bitch's shit with my personal shit on it, my private messages, again, to seek revenge. Okay? It was absolutely to seek revenge. No, but I'm looking. I'm glad she's not. Thank God.
you think they're a bigot or racist or whatever doesn't mean that they are.
Oh, it doesn't?
I don't know. I don't know these people like that. Doesn't mean.
I think if you don't know these people like that, I think maybe you should consider getting to know them before you open their panel to them, because I don't think there's much discussion or argument when it comes to if this woman is a bigot. Exactly. Brutally Lorraine. Hello. Is there any question if this woman's a bigot? You know, she's afraid of the colored folks, fuck transgenders, the Jewish anti-Semitics that are going on. Is anybody really questioning if this woman is a bigot?
They are. I mean, if I sat up here and said something about somebody, are you just going to take my fucking word at it, or are you going to ask that person?
Well, apparently you look at my channel enough that you think it's mainly about you. So maybe you should watch the stream
No, the
I
last
did.
about me though. The last couple weeks have been. I don't look at your channel like that because I don't give a fuck. I never gave a fuck before.
Well, you need to look, because the last streams have not been about you. You keep saying that. They have not. You see how she threw that jab? Like, I don't look because I never look because I don't give a fuck before. Do you guys remember? Like, all right. So let's rewind that. Let's hear that again.
The last couple weeks have been. I don't look at your channel like that because I don't give a fuck. I never gave a fuck before.
But yet you were here 2 years ago when I discussed the trip, but you never looked before. Huh. Maybe that's the biggest problem. And I think that is the biggest problem. Well, you need to look because the last streams have not been about you. You keep saying that. They have not. You know what fairness is? Not waiting until you're angry at me to host these people. That would be fairness, Jet. With the utmost respect, that would be fairness. The fact that they're even hosting these people now because they're angry at me says a lot more about their character and their intent than what they present to everybody once they're up there. I mean, come on. Facts, Booberry.
Okay.
They just haven't. You might get mentioned because of everything going on right now, but if the streams aren't about you.
All right. We'll go with that.
I mean, like I said, you can host them. You can go up there and pull up anything. Go ahead. I'm not telling you can't, but don't think it doesn't go past people as to why you're doing it. You're doing it to seek revenge on me. If not, you would have done it. I'm
doing it to seek revenge, but I've kept an open panel. I've always had an open panel. My shit's never changed. Just because you're doing something new doesn't mean I have to do something new.
Hey, jealousy. Because that's all I heard there. First off, I did an entire new format. Having an open panel is not new. I've held open panels before. It is not new. Secondly, you just admitted that you never done it before because you didn't have a problem with me. So just own why you're doing it. Like, is it really going past people's heads why it's being done? No. And I was the first to go. I went at BHB before she went at BHB. She's entertaining all of it because she wants revenge on me. She said it. She literally said it. And it would do her better just to admit it. Is that the real problem here, Queen?
Because I'm going to cover it because you want to cover over here. That doesn't mean shit. That does not mean any fucking thing.
First off, right here, I cover anything going on within all of the community. That's why I said, is that the real problem here? Is that the real problem? I'm not allowed to grow. I'm not allowed to change my format. I'm not allowed to do things differently. Really? I mean, all of it right here. This is got
you recently just started covering shit over here with me. Obviously, Come on now.
Because it's
Come
a
on.
hot
And you're
topic.
doing this shit because you're mad as fuck because I showed a video about you 3 weeks ago, right? Is that why we're doing that?
Projection, Your Honor. That is absolute projection. No, because guess what, Queen? It's not the first time you've discussed my medical. It's not the first time you've discussed me. It's not the first time you've allowed your chat to trash me. So no, it's not me seeking revenge. It's a big difference. Why else would she allow voices? Somebody she's already kicked from her community up there today, Jet. Why else? If there's already being stated that she paid, and we heard voices not that long ago say that her and Queen are friends behind the scenes, just not publicly. Voices said that. I thought you didn't show the video about me.
I'm asking because you keep saying I did. So you feel like this? So is that why we're doing this? Because you feel like I shot a video about you 3 weeks ago. So
no, that you're actually projecting that onto me. What I'm saying
I'm asking, you want to keep saying that. So is that what's up or what?
Why I'm saying that is because you keep acting like you haven't done anything, like you haven't shown my private
she's already
messages. So when you're saying about me showing yours,
I didn't
it's
show
like,
your
okay,
fucking
you showed
private
mine.
Never
The
once
whole
did I
video
ever
is based off my
show.
private messages, Queen.
What?
The whole video is based off my personal conversations.
So I played your text messages. I played your private messages on the screen. Read them out.
Yes, you played them. Yes, I don't know if you read them out. Put a 1 in the chat if you heard Queen, not only if you saw Queen, not only play my private messages, but read them out. Because we just showed it. It was literally just shown. And then you're like, give me a timestamp. Show it. Put it up on the screen. All right. Don't mind if I do.
Diagnosed with cervical cancer and dealing with the shameless harassment of the piece of shit like you guys. I still look better than you. Don't worry, I'll be jealous when Natasha was getting all those super chats. She doesn't deserve that.
Somebody tell me what that is on the screen. Anybody? Right, exactly. They're all friends. And I'm tired of being gaslit that they're not. I'm tired of being told that do you know how fucking infuriating it is to have people deny when you know what's going on? Now, I do need a quick restroom break. I'll run my own stream while I do so. Well, no, I won't because I want to commentate over it. And I do have something else to go over, not just this, because again, I don't need Queen for the views. It'll be the catalyst. Listen, TT is everything Queen claims to stand against. So she wants to show her entire ass to hate on. May the odds forever be in your favor. Okay? Oops, my bad. I forgot to keep it going. Sorry about that. People I like from the Hive, and they had the same spirits feelings. I like here because I see people I like from the Hive. Listen, everybody, we went over. I mean, a moderator of mine and I helped went over a list, and in the past 4 or so weeks, I've had over 23 different creators in my chat and at least 4 or 5 different communities. And I'm proud of that. I'm allowed to be proud of that. And that doesn't mean I'm copying somebody else. That doesn't mean I'm doing anything. I said during the summer when all this took place and I took a break, I said my revenge is going to be in my own growth, both personally and online. And I've done that. And nobody else is going to take that credit. Nobody else is going to say, I use this person, I use that person. Guess what? It's called networking. Hey, Brittany J, do you remember when you were starting off your true crime panel prior to opening your panels for discussion, which everybody knows open panels gets the views? Do you remember when you used to turn around and super chat creators to get attention and get on their panels? Sav Girl, Molly Golightly, even though you were on your panel crying broke, you were literally super chatting other creators to get seen. So let's stop with this narrative that by me networking, that means that I am either A, hiring people to work with me, or B, using people. It is called networking, period. It worked out in my benefit, just like it worked out in yours. You would not have gotten where you are if it weren't for the networking and the fucking begging you did and the people running your panels. Unlike you, I don't need a panel of people speaking for me or with me to run a stream. Okay? Fucking ridiculous. Who's doing that? Mystery Booberry? Can I just guess? Mystery? You ain't shit. Get a job. Hey, Mike. I mean, fuck you. Everything I do, I cannot. You can make whatever excuse for why I'm where I'm at, but I think I did it a good job, and I did it on my own by networking and spreading my wings. Which, matter of fact, the same mod now saying that I'm an asshole for doing that or that I'm using people is the same one that tried to get me to do it before, and it wasn't a problem when she was with me. Wasn't a problem when she liked me. It's only a problem now because I done it. Why do you think these others are tagging all these creators? You don't think, how do we think the bigot got where she's at? By using Natasha, by using Brittany. And the difference is she discards everybody if she uses them. I'm still friends with the creators that I've grown a friendship or a networking thing with. I'm still friendly with them. Nobody was dished to the side. I didn't start trashing them because that's exactly what the bigot did. The bigot trashed Natasha, got chased off the platform, came back by being friends with Natasha, and then trashing her. Therefore, taking some of her subs with her. She did it with Brittany J. She did it with Kim and Crackton, and she did it with me. How do you think she got where she's at? By using my name, Natasha's name, Brittany's name, our panels, and her so-called networking, except she can't keep a network relationship. I can. So fuck you. Up, episode 2's up. Why is this asking me to cast? No. Thank you so much, Mike.
Warnings. Episode 2. We left off in episode 1 of Warnings, showing Granny's Watching's unbiased approach to community bullshit. After the first warning from The Hive, Granny continued on as normal, covering Krama community topics. Before Granny would even cover one of my clips about The Hive, Queen Bee would fire her second warning.
What's that? Matter of fact, while you're up here, that girl, I wanted to tell you we got tagged in a fucking post today by Angela's Clips and Giggles. We got
warning for one of my covering Krama community topics.
The Hive or the Honey, is there an attack? I was very fair to her at this point. Look at that, 5K views on this, 6.7 on this, 4.4. But I'm using Queen's name. I only get views with Queen's name. Shikes. Look, even the stream after that got more views than the one with literally your avatar name in the photo. Is that clear enough for anybody? Anybody else see that? I do too. It's very nice of them. We can all see that, right? The views before and after, not pertaining to Queen, were better than when they were pertaining to Queen. Crystal clear, right? Okay.
Before Granny would even cover one of my clips about the hive, Queen Bee would fire her second warning.
What's that? Matter of fact, while you're up here, that girl, I wanted to tell you, we got tagged in a fucking post today by Angela's Clips and Giggles.
You know, I would like to remind everybody that when you tag somebody in a post like that, forever their channel name is going to be associated with somebody's butthole, and that's not fair to do without permission, okay?
So I didn't even know that. So there was 3 streams over at Queen's where my butthole was discussed. 3 streams. 3 streams. Okay. I only knew of 2, but now we see there's 3.
Please note that Queen Bee and that girl acknowledge being tagged in posts about Granny's watching.
And that's all I
Yeah,
have
I
to
was
say.
like, what the hell is this? What the fuck is going on here? I didn't.
Always some fuckery. Always some fuckery, Queen.
Well, yeah, and then I was tagged in another one an hour ago.
By the same person or a different person?
Well, it's the same one, but this one's gone now. Hold on.
Oh, Lord. I can't keep up.
That's the sound.
The hive continues to throw shade in Granny's direction while pretending to be oblivious to the drama.
There. Okay, it's right here, baby. So it says, if you want to know the truth about something, don't ask Granny. Granny most certainly did pass off Natasha's niece's diary pages, knowing what Lycan was going to do with them. Later, she even threatened to read them herself. She always goes for people's children, but it wasn't. But it was just diary pages. It wasn't just diary pages. It was doxing info on Natasha's family. Lycan only made.
It wasn't doxing info on Natasha's family. And now I feel like I got to find this again. So hold on. Yeah, it wasn't doxing info on her family. And Angela's switching the narrative there. And that's so sweet. So I didn't know Queen actually read that out twice too now. So now twice now, 3 times, you know, oddly enough to say, it was my so-called butthole. Okay. But twice now it was these diaries. All right. Give me 1 second, so I'm going to find it. Every time Angela has a falling out with a creator, she says they go after kids, including voices. Every time. I have a problem. It's not the first time. It won't be the last. It starts, but she asked them to come up, speak on you, and also says she didn't have time to do her research, wanted to have him back when she did later. Yeah, sure. So there's that. But hold on, I got more. Plenty of proof coming your way. Give me a second. So I did make a community post out of it. And then, of course, I deleted it because I wasn't trying to bring other people into anything just to defend myself. But I will defend myself. Oh, you should watch yourself, Tara Boom, too. Oh. Just so I can show this really quick as well when it comes to the Florida fund. Well, I had to borrow money and take from our family Florida fund, but she made it. Okay. There's the proof of that. But I am looking where Angela even says, I didn't lie when it comes to the diaries that she's now lying about. Now, if anybody else happened to see that and I don't have to look for it, that would be great. But I'd rather I really rather I do show it just to dead that one right in its tracks. Unfortunately, I have so many screenshots. I've been having to defend screenshots from 2 years ago for so long now that it is coming hard to find. I'm getting a bit tired of having to do it, but we shall continue so long as we have to. Sorry if I'm losing. Oh, here it is. All right, let's present it. The fucking diaries. So the diaries did not have any dachshund information in them. They actually documented what a racist Natasha was. That's what they documented. Also, give me 1 second, Nick, if you don't mind. Right here it says, I would never be around someone that would read a child's diary. I remember how upset Jess was that he used that. Yes, people sent her stuff, and yes, she sent the stuff to like it when Natasha was threatening to show his peen, but Jess never thought he would use that. She was also threatening me. Then the douchebag held it over her head. And then she writes, I didn't lie. Hey.
Hey.
Okay, it is you. Just making
Yeah,
sure.
my phone's logged into my other account, StreamYard, so I wanted to
No.
say real quick. Those of you that have never worked in the healthcare profession, you may not know this, but when a gynecologist does a physical exam of the cervix, which produces a very good look at the cervix from a visual standpoint, there are often times that the gynecologist will say, from what I'm seeing, I'm highly suspicious that you could have cervical cancer. It's called a provisional diagnosis,
Thank you.
which is affiliated with an ICD-10 code that allows that advanced practitioner, because it's a specialty, then get an authorization to perform more advanced testing like a colposcopy, a LEEP procedure. So a gynecologist can look at the cervix and say, based on what I'm seeing, there's a concern for cervical cancer. So these people that are out there saying that you scammed or you lied, based on your verbiage, it's a joke, because doctors can visually say this looks suspicious for cervical cancer, much like they do when they look at moles. And they can look at a mole and say this is highly suspicious for melanoma. It's a visual inspection based on their advanced training in that specialty. So I'm really disappointed in other women that don't know that, because you should, as a woman, know what to expect when you have a pap smear and what can be done and said by that doctor. That doesn't mean anybody's lying.
Thank you. That's what I'm saying. On one hand, they wanted me to use like these correct medical terms, and on the other, I have an 8th grade education. It was a highly emotional event for me. Can you also maybe help them understand what HPV is and how common it is, and it doesn't mean you have a warded fucking vagina?
Correct. There's over 200 strains of the HPV virus, of over 200, and out of those 200, there's a handful that only causes cancer, whether that is cervical cancer, anal cancer, or throat, like oropharyngeal cancer. Okay, it doesn't cause genital warts per se. Many women, the amount of women in our country alone that are diagnosed with having some form of HPV is extremely high. You can go from having an ascus cervix to the different degrees of dysplasia to actual cancer. That's why it's very important that you have your annual pap smear, and that if it's recommended that you have a colposcopy so that they can grade the level between ascus and what level of dysplasia up to cancer. And those women that have the audacity to be this ignorant, I'm ashamed of you. Because as a woman, you have to understand your own body, understand potential diagnoses, how they're diagnosed, because you are your only advocate at the end of every day. So HPV is very prominent in our country.
Yeah. And the fact that these people ridiculously don't understand and try to use it as, to speak about my vagina and say it's warted, it's crusted, it's all these things is a fucking
That's
joke.
weird.
It
That's
is
weird.
weird, isn't it?
It's very it just shows the level of their education or lack thereof, if I may. But HPV is so prevalent that what did they do? They created a vaccine, which I'm absolutely against that vaccine personally, but that vaccine went from HPV 3 to HPV 9 to HPV 13. So now it can prevent up to 13 different strains of HPV that is known to cause some form of cancer. Now, there's more strains than just that. I just can't believe that how it is very gross and disturbing that anyone would talk about another woman's vagina.
I know, and that's all they talk about. It's literally all they have.
I can tell you just in the I'm 44 years old, so the last we'll go with 20 years. How many people I personally know that has been diagnosed with some form of HPV based on the cervical swab during a pap smear, not from genital warts.
Hmm.
It's weird that these women wouldn't know that.
That's what's more weird is that these women do know that. They prefer to act ignorant as a way to insult me, as if they're not insulting, 90% of people?
Oh, right. And just as a public service announcement, if you've ever had an abnormal colposcopy, do not continue to have colposcopies done every 6 months. Tell your doctor that you would like a LEAP procedure done because a LEAP procedure is more effective at removing those precancerous cells. And if you have a family history and you are of childbearing years and you are done having children, go have a partial hysterectomy and have your cervix removed.
I asked for it. I wanted one. They told me I'd have to come back and do like a presentation and I have to sign off on paperwork. They didn't want to just take it out. I asked to have it removed.
You can ask, but you're the one that has to. If you are done having babies, there's absolutely no reason not to have either. I would recommend partial because you don't want to lose your ovaries.
That's what the doctor said to me as well, because it pushed you into an early
menopause.
Yes, she said that as well, but I guess I'm lying about that too. Also, can
Listen,
you?
I went through and had an abnormal pap smear prior to having my last child. So after I had her, my uterus just gave out in prolapse because she was such a large baby. So I opted to have a partial hysterectomy, and I said take the cervix as well, just because I had had an abnormal pap smear. I didn't want to have to risk it in the future. So there's why are we shaming women's health? Why are we shaming when women can be diagnosed with this when you could have only had one or two partners? You don't know. You can't just go test a man for it. They have to have a physical presentation of like the warts. But if they have the type that carries the cancer probability, there's no way to test and screen for that. With men, it's the women that get screened for it. So I guess I just don't understand why there's so much ignorance surrounding female health when the majority of people on YouTube are female.
And given their ages and the fact that they're mothers of young girls or even adult girls is
Correct.
concerning. Now, it was also stated because I'm 35, I'm too old to have a baby. And because at one point or another, I was addicted to Percocets, I've rotted my inside outs and I can't carry babies.
Oh, wow. That is...
Yeah.
sounds
something?
like sounds like somebody that maybe didn't even graduate high school because they we do teach sex health in high school, but yeah, you can have babies up until you're done ovulating, and Percocets do not ruin your female organs. Now, do they have an effect on maybe your gastrointestinal organs? Yes. Your brain? Yes. But your ability to carry a child? Absolutely not. Wow. Wow. The level of fucking ignorance.
It's concerning.
It
And
is
it was
it is very concerning. Those are the type of people that would probably not be getting annual pap smears, and they would miss out on a potential diagnosis until it was too late. Women
and
do
it
die from cervical cancer.
is I guess this is coming from Voices, the woman that lies that she was a nurse when she was only registered as a CNN for or CNA for 3 years in the 1990s.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
That's who's spreading this misinformation. I mean, that's really fucking shameful.
Well, I mean, she's not the smartest.
No, but she's also a
And
pathological liar.
people like Queen Bee depend on having subscribers that are that of high intellect that she can manipulate and use, and Voices is one of those people, just like she used Eileen or Aline. Those
Right. I
aren't
said that.
very smart people. They want to be liked, they want to please, they will do the dirty shit behind the scenes, all to be accepted in a hive mentality.
That's exactly what it is. It's just to be accepted, and she will do the most to be accepted. It's pitiful, absolutely pitiful.
Well, I'm going to get off here, but I do want to say if there's any creators in your chat right now, I'm going to highly recommend everyone do open panel live streams and tag Queen Bee, because guess what? We're all allowed to have open panels.
I mean, that's
It's
just
not just a Queen Bee thing.
no, it's not. It's never been. Like I
I
don't know,
know that.
people don't realize this YouTube's a huge place and creators all over do open panels. I don't get it.
Right.
I don't
Well,
fucking
she's
get
trying
it.
to gatekeep in a sense, but I wouldn't worry. You've clearly triggered her because she is right now displaying very narcissistic tendencies. She can talk about everybody else, but how dare anybody review her? And for her to say that I lied about her, I have not lied about her at all. I am merely speaking on my own observations. So if that observation is based on fact, it can't be a lie, Queen Bee. I didn't lie on you.
And
I,
there
I
it
have no
is.
respect for you.
And
Yeah.
just like you said, you felt ganged up on her panel. I felt like we've all been held to public opinion over at Queens, but now she can't be held to public opinion.
Well, she can. That's why what she's doing right now is typical of a narcissistic injury. She's lashing out, she's going low, she's allowing people in her chat that she would normally speak against.
Yeah,
That
facts.
shows that that shows that she doesn't have much of a moral compass. This is more to lash out at you because your channel is growing. Your channel's metrics are equal or better than hers. That's why she's going live now every time that you are going live or
I was
near the
warned.
same time.
I was
She's
warned she
trying
would do that. That she did the same thing with these on the streets. I was warned that was coming.
she's been doing it.
Oh, I
She's
didn't
been
even
doing it.
realize. My numbers
Yeah.
have been great, so I didn't realize it.
Oh yeah, yesterday when you had 1,236 people in your live chat, and yes, that was the number. I looked because Queen Bee started her live stream. She let that live stream run for 10 minutes and didn't even have 200 people in there. She was waiting to start her live until she sucked out enough people from your live stream to actually begin hers.
Right.
So
And even then, I still remained with, 900, 800. So
yes,
you
you still did. You absolutely did hold your own on that. And I think what she views you as a threat. I know yesterday The chat was flying. I know you were busy, but I mean, the amount of super chats, stickers, donated memberships, they were flying in your chat yesterday.
Oh, well, thank you
And
for
that,
telling me that, because I was wondering, because everybody kept saying that, oh, the Jewish woman is just trying to make money. Oh, all the money she made. And I'm like, what fucking money did I make?
oh, you weren't even highlighting them. And
I didn't even see them. Wow,
you
that's awesome.
you have wonderful moderators that thanked every single person. And I think that is a threat to her because, and I wasn't pocket watching from a, oh, I'm jealous standpoint. I was pocket watching because I know this is pissing her off. You had a very good day yesterday.
Wow.
And
Thank you
that
all.
is, yeah, that is why she feels threatened by you. I have never
Wow.
seen you get hit with so many, like, I think you had a lot of gifted memberships yesterday as well. So you did very well, and she had to start her string. That is why you're getting this pushback from her. That is why
Wow.
she is making it sound like you attacked her, which you did not. She is trying to conjure up hate.
A reason. Yes. And I've been
Yep.
saying this. So when people are saying, like, oh, Granny's kissing Queen's ass, da, da, da. No, I know that for at least a year now, Queen's been looking for a reason. So I've been avoiding giving a reason. Okay. I'm smarter than you think. My revenge, now I'm not even going to go all the way there and tell my formula to my thinking, but absolutely, I knew she's been looking for a reason. Hey, Moon.
Hey, I just wanted to say that to those of the people that are lurking around in here may have seen something or something about a court case of Nicolina. I suggest you head on over to her channel. She played the entirety of it, of Constance Sue, and debunked the entire thing. I'm one of those people that if I hear something, I go look for the evidence
They don't want evidence. They want hate.
to refute it. Nicolina did an excellent job. She played that all the way through. I mean, respect, dude, because that just debunked the entire. I mean, I looked at that woman's channel when you came around. I went right to her channel and looked at her channel, and she's like a potato. She's the potato. I found out who the potato
Yeah.
was, and it's Constance Sue.
Absolutely.
Oh,
And who is this on panel?
This is Moon.
Oh, okay. Sorry. I can't see. I couldn't see it. Yeah. No, I think, my biggest thing with Connie is we have proven that she takes things out of context. Queen Bee even agreed she took everything with me out of context. Nunya pointed it out. Nunya made a very good, like, listen, you played this, so I went and found it, and you absolutely misrepresented it. But
That's what
now
I did.
oh yeah, you did, and then now you've got Constance back
Even
over
with
there.
the Ernie stuff and stuff, I
Yeah.
went back to all that. I mean, I'm telling you, I do my due diligence. So I was looking back and forth from your channel to her channel over the last couple days, looking at what's going on, and I can tell she's out there, man.
Oh, she is, but that is all Connie has. That's all Connie has, and that was all done under hate bonding, and she shops it everywhere she goes. And those of you that want to ever ask a question or ask for context on one of her videos, I can provide it. I don't hide anything. I'll tell you
Yeah, it's not
exactly
really
what
that
I've
hard to
done.
find.
Yeah.
Just based on her dates and it's not really basically hard to find, go back from her videos and her shorts or whatever to find stuff on what you're refuting. I found it really very easily. All it took me about five videos that I could go back and see what you were saying. And then I'd never looked at anything else because I could see she never plays anything in context, and it's all to make you look really horrible. So, but
Well, I appreciate you taking that time
yeah, I
to do
wanted to
your own
say
due
that for
diligence.
sure.
I appreciate that. I really do.
Because that court case was like something that was really like a big deal I seen in somebody else's chat, and I was like, oh God, please. And then the nursing thing, which, the nursing thing, you did your medical oath. You held up to your responsibility as
As a student.
as a student, as a person that is interested in caretaking of others. I mean, that's just period. So
As a
respect to you.
human being, period. Right.
Yep.
Yes.
Yep.
I mean,
And that's what I'm about. As a human being, look out for other human beings. And that's what I'm about. Thank you, Granny. I'm going to jump down again. I'm just in and out. I apologize, but I'm going to be in your chat. Thank you, Nicolina.
thank you.
Thank you.
Bye
Yeah,
bye.
yes. I mean, you've got people like Voices saying, "Oh, she was a nurse." No, she was a CNA. That is a very hard job. I
She
started out as a
never.
CNA, but I'm telling you what, none of these people made it. I was in nursing school. I wasn't doing my prerequisites. I am, regardless of how you know me on this platform, I am a huge advocate. That is part of the reason I walked away from my previous job just a month ago because of the safety standpoint, patient safety, and it being ignored and putting patients in risky positions. And I was just the clinical researcher, and I could see how dangerous it was, how this was going to lead to possibly a death. So I had to walk away. I had to say, this is garbage. I will never compromise my morals for a paycheck or an education. I won't do it.
You know what's funny? Voices said over there not too long ago and said, "When I never said I was an RN. When the fuck did I say I was an RN?" Da, 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 da. And then a week later, she was back to saying, I was an RN. You were never an RN. We have your CNA certificate. You weren't.
Yeah, a lot of people will do that. I
Yeah.
was told I was a nurse on this platform, and I never disputed it because it wasn't their business. They want to dox me. They want to make assumptions. Um, they they ran. Peachy can contest to this. Um, and then it was, oh, she was booted from nursing school. Yeah, the fuck I was.
Yep.
Because I was not going to allow a nursing educator to educate our nursing students into believing that you can coerce informed consent from a patient through a fear of a financial devastation. You cannot do that. That is not, and I don't know if anyone has maybe noticed, but since COVID, our healthcare industry has taken a huge dive. Their diagnoses are being missed, uh, an increase in wait time, lack of access to medications that the patient qualifies for, the medication shortages. Like, we are in dire straits, and I don't think people understand how bad our healthcare industry it has gone in the last 3 years, and it's only going to get worse. And that has a lot to do with accepting people into nursing programs, medical schools, advanced practice degrees like nurse practitioners and PAs based on their socioeconomic status or their ethnicity.
Let's be honest.
And
These people rather sit on YouTube and pretend to be nurses or
yes,
remain ignorant
yep,
to health instead of educating themselves.
correct. And we do see a lot of people on this platform though that will lie about diagnoses, will fundraise based on sad fishing with, I've got cancer or I need a liver transplant. And my heart 2 years ago, I would have jumped to help that person. Now I don't, because so many people on this platform lie to make a profit.
Yeah, we've been burnt so many times that it makes us seem cold now. But we were once had, we did once have huge hearts and gave everything, and now we've learned that we can't do that because there's so many people out there that lie, take advantage, scam, and then we get in trouble for it, in the
Yep.
end.
We pay the ultimate price for helping someone that was scamming because we were naive at that point. So anyways, I did just want to say, for the ignorant person, in that, in their own words, what they were quoting or what QB was reading, she sounds more ignorant by the day based on her hate and anger about you having open panels. You need to keep doing what you're doing. You're growing. Your metrics are rapidly improving every month. I mean, I went and looked after you said, listen, I've held my own, and I went and looked at your lives. You're absolutely right. Your numbers, you hold your own before this. I
Absolutely.
even before your break, you were
Yep.
still pulling in decent numbers.
Right. And it has,
So,
and it's even my, like I just showed my views before my queen, where she was my queen, before my stream on Queen, where she was actually in the thumbnail. The views before that, after that, were better than those views. So don't tell me it's because of fucking Queen's name. Get out of here.
I'm sorry, but when I hopped up on your panel the other day, you went up a couple hundred.
Right.
So F you, Queen Bee. I bring more.
Well, what I said, well, that's what I
I'm
was
kidding.
saying.
I'm kidding.
When it came down to you and your community being up, like the people you come from, those people being over here because you were here, those views went up higher than when it was about Queen and her ex-friends. That's absolutely fact.
yeah. And I just want to say, Nick gets a lot of flack on here for things she says, things she does, but I've known her for 2 years. We speak daily behind the scenes. Like, she's guarded on here because of things she's been through in the past. Does she come off like an asshole? Absolutely, because we have to, or else we get the
That's
crap
all.
end of the stick.
Wait a second. That's all. That's all a part of my charm, Peachy.
And that's why I love you. So, and
Yeah,
another point I wanted to make is that yesterday, B Tim is all about, don't talk about anybody unless they're here to defend themselves. Every time he's on Queens, that's all you ever hear him say. And then yesterday he did the exact opposite and started talking about Nicolina when she wasn't here to defend herself. But it's okay because it's not Queen's panel, is
Yeah,
what Queen then tried to say to me.
I hurt little B Timmy's feelings the other day.
Oh.
It's not, he'll be all right. He needs about a week to recover.
If you're going to stand on your morals on Queen's channel, you need to stand on those same morals on everybody else's channels and panels.
Yeah, but those morals change from panel to panel. You know that. These people, they will literally sit. How many times was Constant Sue on her panel talking crap about me before I was even in that chat? It happened all the time. I wasn't there to defend myself unless one of you ladies in the community reached out and said, Constant Spew is up on panel at Queen Bee's. And then I had to go and defend myself. So now it's just like, I don't have to defend myself. People, I'm still going to razz the crap out of you. And quit being a hypocrite, Queen Bee. Quit being a hypocrite. You wouldn't be hemorrhaging in your community if you were more honest. But I'm going to get down. Thanks for having me up. I hope I gave some clarification to the whole cervical cancer part.
Oh, you did. They just won't listen to it, but I appreciate that you did.
That's okay. They don't have to.
Right.
But I have enough of an education that I can help others understand their ignorance. So you have a wonderful day. I'm going back to chat.
You as well. Thank you.
So
fucking nuts.
I have a quick question. You don't have to answer me if you don't want to. I seen the settlement is in your chat, and I was kind of curious. I've been running into communities that are running into other communities. So like I'm kind of part of the settlement community. Well, my husband is. He has a channel. So I was kind of curious as how you know the settlement.
I don't know. It's been a long time, to be honest.
I assume it's probably from the X problem, No,
it's not actually. It's
it is okay.
No, I think we intertwined through Gen X, and then that guy's not my ex. It was literally like I've had oranges last longer on my fucking counter. I'm so sick of being labeled an ex. It was not an ex. We never even met.
See, I always thought it was. I always thought you guys were in this little.
You would have thought we were fucking married. How long the so-called breakup lasted? It was fucking ridiculous.
I'm
But
glad
no,
that's over.
that yeah, me too. Well, not really, because he's trying to get views off me again, so it's not quite
I
over.
see it.
Which is
I
why the
seen it.
settlement said what he said. But yeah, I believe there was actually the connection through Gen X and some of those people over there.
Nice. That's crazy. It's weird to see all of these communities that haven't intertwined before. Now they're all starting to creep in together, and I'm liking it. I think
Yeah.
it's been a change. So far the vibes have been good everywhere I've gone over here. I was always a silent watcher of yours, and then you took your break, and when I seen you were back, I was like, yes. Like
Thank you.
the internet did not run somebody off. Thank you.
No, I would not allow it. I took that break for me. You know what I mean? Like these people act like they chased me off, like the one being like, you ran like a bitch. No, I ran so I didn't become you. That's why I
Yeah.
ran. Get
Mental
myself
health
together.
on YouTube is very important. And you knowing that you needed that mental health break, it speaks volumes, honestly, that you knew that you needed that before it got to a point where you snapped.
Yeah, absolutely. Because you can't take it back. You know what I mean? I could become everything they want me to be, and that's all that will ever be held against me. So I said, you know what? I'm not going to fall for it. I'm not going to do it. And then they also had to come up with their own content because, they were using mine all the time. So,
Right.
but there's still people doing that.
Yeah, I seen the beginning yesterday of another channels, and I was like, "Ooh, that dirty person."
Uh-huh. Yep.
So,
You know it.
but
Just
thanks for
makes
letting
it
me up.
slippery.
I'll let
Of
you
course.
get back to your show.
Thank you. Thank you for coming up.
Yep.
Oh,
Bye.
bye. Give me 1 second, guys. My cat got out and she's crying to come in now. Sucker. My cat's been sneaking out. Every time the door opens, she darts out. And usually I'll like stay out there and try to be like, come on, come on. And yeah, today I just said, all right. So I'm surprised she actually came back and was crying at the door herself. Maybe she'll stop going out then. That would be great. Anyway, here's that second episode we didn't get to go over yet. So this happened back December 17th. So now that we have dates, it was December 10th was the first time. And that's when I covered Dolly and Betty. JLR and Betty, which I have a stream coming up about that. And then we got December 17th, which was my Hive and Honey, or is it, what was it? Let's see, because right here again, you can see my views were better the day before. 2 weeks, yeah, the day before my views were better, the day after my views were better. So it had nothing to do with that. Marking it down. And that is after I was tagged in this video. So, all right, so we got that.
Granny continued on
Hey,
his
Evan.
normal covering Krama community topics. Before Granny would even cover one of my clips about the hive, Queen Bee would fire her second warning.
What's that? Matter of fact, while you're up here, that girl, I wanted to tell you, we got tagged in a fucking post today by Angela's Clips and Giggles.
I would like to remind everybody that when you tag somebody in a post like that, forever their channel name is going to be associated with somebody's butthole, and that's not fair to do without permission, okay?
Please note that Queen Bee and that girl acknowledge being tagged in posts about Granny's watching.
And that's all I have
I
to
was
say.
like, what the hell is this? What the fuck is going on here? I didn't.
Always some fuckery. Always some fuckery, Queen.
Well, yeah, and then I was tagged in another one an hour ago.
By the same person or a different person?
Well, it's the same one, but this one's gone now. Hold on.
Oh Lord, I can't keep up.
The hive continues to throw shade in Granny's direction while pretending to be oblivious to the drama.
There. Okay, it's right here, baby. So it says, if you want to know the truth about something, don't ask Granny. Granny most certainly did pass off Natasha's niece's diary pages, knowing what Lycan was going to do with them. Later, she even threatened to read them herself. She always goes for people's children, but it wasn't.
So I already showed the proof of Angela changing her stance from at the time when she defended me against the same thing she's now trying to use against me, right? I showed that. But what I'm going to do, and what I'm really, tempted to, well, first off, I did later say, if I'm going to keep being held to a standard of something I didn't do and keep being blamed for something I didn't do, then maybe I should do it. What I find ironic is you are now tagging and promoting and siding with the person that actually did do it, that actually read it out. So let me ask you all a question. Who's the bad guy here? Like, you want me criticized and exiled for somebody you're now supporting that actually did it. Do you get what I'm saying? Just like you want to say I'm a real lifer and a doxer as you're supporting somebody who goes real life and doxes. You want people to believe I attack kids, which I never attacked kids, as you have people actually attacking kids. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, oh man, you're so lucky I didn't say back what I wanted to say, but yeah, your maturity is fucking great. Let me tell you that. You know what's funny? I wonder if you wash yours as much as you think of mine. That's the real question. So yeah. So we know, are you guys really okay there? Yeah, and the fact that QB's even accepting it to hurt me is even weirder. But it doesn't hurt. Been here, been through it, been done it. Nothing you can bring out is going to change anything. Nothing's changed.
But it was just diary pages. Wasn't just diary pages. It was doxing info on Natasha's family. Lycan only made the diary pages public, and Natasha did not pass around pics of her daughter in a bikini. That's a lie Granny made up, and it was.
That's a lie I made up. Who was here then? Submo's on, yeah. Who was here then? Anybody remember being here? Thank you. Thank you so much for the super sticker. They like counting them, so thank you. Anybody remember being here for all of that? Now we're going to say it didn't happen. It didn't happen. I remember Natasha admitting that it was no other than the tarot freak that shared it in her royalty chat. Sure was.
Proven to be a lie. As far as the photos, that
sure
girl.
Was.
As far as the photos, that girl. She must be talking to you in this right there. Granny thought it was a good idea to put a photo in her mod chat that looked like a crime scene. I'm not even certain it was a recent picture, but
she thought it was what? Funny? I thought it was funny? Is that what she said?
She must be talking to you in this right there. Granny thought it was a good idea to put a photo in her mod chat that looked like a crime scene. I'm not even certain it was a recent picture, but the very next day she started her cancer lie.
You're not certain? What are you talking about, you psycho? You defended me through all of this. There's something wrong with her. There's something wrong with this lady, honestly and sincerely. Don't talk it, do it. That's right, Iva. I am close to doing it. Thank you, Lacey. Thank you guys so much. Thank you. I am close. I am so done.
The night before, she asked us to remind her to call the doctor, and I'm not even 24 hours later. She has cervical cancer with only a pap smear and no test of any kind yet.
Yep. All it took was the doctor's eyes. Yep. Absolutely. That's all it took was the doctor's eyes.
If you have any questions, just ask. I can show actual receipts, unlike Granny that lies.
How do you think they do it in the old world? Like how, like you think you can show actual receipts about anything pertaining to me other than conversation proving that what I'm saying is to be true? Okay. Yeah, it's disgusting. And it's so funny. It's so funny. I wish if there was somebody who did have actual personal details and messages, I would absolutely have them read out here, without a doubt.
Her ass off about literally everything. And then I got tagged in another one.
Oh, sweet baby Jesus.
Sweet baby Jesus, indeed. Queen Bee continues to read about Granny's medical information, which she currently deems is just as bad as shit talk in private messages.
Just says, help Queen Bee Esquire sees what a liar this one is. It never happened. there were no photos of your daughter. So I didn't even know I was tagged.
Put a 1 in the chat if you remember photos of my child being discussed and admittedly passed around. Thank you so much, What the Croc. In the her paid royalty chat, admittedly by herself. I still have the clip, actually. I can play that. You really should have had a 6-hour live after they said this. Yeah, I didn't know that this was said on December 17th. That's amazing. I had no idea. Look at all the ones.
Somebody sent me a thing and said I was tagged in them. So I haven't really had, you know what I mean?
Yeah, you didn't check your mentions. Yeah. I wouldn't check my mentions if I were.
She just conveniently checked her mentions the day after I did the cracking cases and got a lot of views. You just so happened to check them then. That's when you checked them? Is that convenient or what? That's what I'm saying, Madam Butterfly. She doesn't want people going back to August when she sent Eileen to Dolly's, but she sure as fuck wants to go back 2-3 years on me. Is it convenient or what? Am I nuts or not? I mean, come on. We're not blocking people to tell the truth. You're not telling the truth. You're arguing with somebody that already acknowledged where to go find the answers. I'm wondering that's Alicia as well, since her friend thinks it's acceptable to contact husbands to see if they're aware what their partners are doing on YouTube. I had the same question.
I wouldn't either. People tag you in all kinds of stupid shit that has nothing to do with
they do. So I never look at them. I wouldn't
either.
She never looks at her tags, she claims. However, she has read off posts and played videos about Granny from the things she is tagged in.
Facts.
Make it make sense.
In their own words. Thank you.
The tags and the emails are quite a lot. It's actually quite a lot. I didn't know. I wasn't really sure.
You know what? Actually, I got a tag. If I'm being honest, I got a tag, and it's a video of your children. Should I acknowledge that tag while I'm live, as you're live about me, and play it in a very convenient way? No, because that would be fucked up, wouldn't it? It'd be so fucked up. I also got tagged in a video where Jim Terry is repeatedly showing your photo and talking about your record. Would it be convenient for me to, look at that tag right now? Would that be convenient? How convenient would all that be? Hell of a convenient timing.
What the hell was going on with it? To be honest, I totally left my mind. You know what I mean? I didn't really.
Oh, it was so long ago. It slipped her mind until I got good views off Cam and Alley. Oh, okay.
Yeah, that was more. Yeah, that was more like a passing conversation on a lot.
Do you think everybody's fucking stupid? Do you two think everybody's fucking stupid?
That I feel like you brought up, not like an investigation.
Yeah, I just got a message.
No, that whole stream was about me that day. So December 10th was all about me after I did JLR and Betty and got good views. And then December 17th was all about me after I got good views on Cam and Alley. Wow, convenient timing.
About it, said something about it, and moved on. It
wasn't like, nobody's trying to do an investigation. I guess thanks for looking out, but I think we're both good. Are you good, Queen? Because I'm good. I don't want to.
Well, I'm glad that girl's good, but Queen's not. She still wants to deep dive. She wants to seek revenge. You heard it, that girl. You know it.
See,
I'm done being gaslit.
I don't want to see doxes and murder scenes or whatever that was. Wars.
So right there, that girl acknowledges that they are doxes within those tags. So when I was saying yesterday to Queen that the people you were acknowledging are doxers, and you said they're doxes, yes, your friend told you that back on the 17th. So you are very much aware. Man, I love this channel and these videos. Bravo.
Scenes, I don't even know because I'm traumatized.
Yeah, that's okay. I'm okay.
Yeah, I'm good. I wish everybody the best with all their health and things. And
that girl claims it was just mentioned in passing. However, Queen Bee explains that she got a message and just had to drop the breaking news right then in her previous stream.
Well, this is a live. Hold on. This is a fucking live.
Oh my God. What is?
Hold on. This is a fucking live of our live.
What?
Bitch.
What are you looking at? I can't see it. Look at you're looking
at. What the fuck?
I wonder if that history should be covered, RC. How far back do we go in the history? Do we go 2 years, 3 years? What's the cap off? 4 years? How far back do we go?
is going on right here, right now. Look at this. Is this them? It says Granny's watching. You are a liar. We're climbing with NC, and it's got our screenshot up here.
So you did that on the 10th, and you did it again on the 17th, but I'm not allowed to speak about you. Okay.
Oh, well, I will tell you this much.
Because Thug is the mod, and Kevorkian Scarf, Halloween Baby.
Yeah, no, that's definitely what you think it is.
Now, why didn't you spike up a live going at Natasha? How dare she cover anything from your channel? Wow, the audacity.
I think that NC has quite the history there, and they have done some pretty bad things to her. And the timing of some of the releases and some of the fights, you'd be a fool not to think it was rather convenient.
Who's they? Who's they that done some things to Natasha? Angela and TT, who had an entire Scammers Are Us Facebook page dedicated to exposing her. Angela, who had an entire channel, again, which I showed, an entire Facebook to exposing Natasha, and now tries to white knight and switch history for. They, yes, I agree. They, can you see all of them? They've done some horrible shit to Natasha. Sure.
But I wasn't part of any of it, so I can't really speak on it per se. But I know I've seen some not so wholesome things take place. I'll put it that way.
The Hive can't speak on it, but will continue to speak on it, casting doubt to the Krama community.
Right.
But I don't want to see them. And, you know, I figured it could have been showed or told that she said. But, you know, facts are, you guys, be careful what pictures you send and stuff, unless you just don't care, you know, then have at it, do whatever you want. But
so you're the one, as I suspected, that started the rumor that there's a photo. So that actually started on the 17th. Okay.
Just, you know, like Queen said, protect yourself and be careful.
I hope, well, it's funny because everybody's like, watch out for Jones, and she'll share screenshots. Has Joneson shared any screenshots pertaining to your personal, and I mean personal information? Also, I wonder if In Their Own Words is going to get when I went up on that panel and was told that these things didn't happen. And I was asked for timestamps and dates. And then I went and commented in the comment section with the timestamps and dates. And then when that girl got it, she said she would forward it to Queen, but I guess Queen didn't get it because as of yesterday, she was claiming she still, you know, didn't know anything about it.
They make reference to a very private photo that Granny says does not exist.
Several
this
times.
Topic
now.
should
This
not be
4
brought
times.
to Queen Bee's audience,
4
especially
times.
without proof or context. The next warning is to be continued.
Oh, continue, please. Can you continue to the spot where Queen starts off her stream after her 20-minute intro saying that there is a photo? That would be great. So ridiculous. So of course it's a fucking lie. I actually have somewhere else to visit too. Just give me 1 second. Okay, so wasn't there a debacle? Wasn't there a debacle over or a debate, if you will, over Queen's record, if it was really hers or not? I wonder if that would be a good thing to cover. If all those mugshots were really her or not, would that be a good thing to cover? But yes, let me start the car. Let's get back on track here. I'm not sure. Let me focus on the car here. Now, the amount of times I I've heard people's medical and this and that shouldn't be discussed over there is actually comical. But all right, so now in their own words, this came through with the solid, and they proved that on December 10th, again on December 17th, very convenient timing. There were suddenly discussions about me on the panel that Queen forgot about yesterday. So we have 4 times now, another grown woman's butt has been discussed 4 times. 2 times the diary, which again, I think I showed the proof of that. You guys that was significant proof, right? The same woman now claiming I did all those things, denying all those things as it happened. That's good enough proof. Let me make sure the chat's awake, because this is going to be to you, Laura, and I'm sure you're watching, and I'm sure you'll use my stream later to go over. But I couldn't help but notice a few of the comments that were made over here that just weren't true. And I'm wondering why in your mind, what makes you think they were true? So one of them was, you have this idea that I told you to stop interrupting B Tim. I never said that. That never happened. And then you even said to Lippy, like, this proves I wasn't interrupting B Tim. Thank you. But it doesn't prove that. Thank you. Your video proves 100% that I wasn't interrupting him, but he was the one totally interrupted. I shared your video. Well, here's the thing. That's not what took place, and that's not what this video shows. I never said you were interrupting B Tim by any means. That was never stated. And this video doesn't even cover the entirety. Yeah, that was a weak ass move. And then all the fairy Queen said that today. No, Voices said that. I don't know if Queen did as well. Yeah, I already showed again that my views and numbers were better prior to covering anything with Queen. I mean, of course, the views went up when it was open panel. People were arguing the way they were all arguing. Actually, we got to cover that too, Iva. We got to cover that too. That was an interesting stream. There's quite a few people. So anyway, I don't know why. Oh, that was the other thing that was said. So it was stated on Lars that I went live while she was live and played her stream. That never happened, ever. I'm not a stream swiper. I don't do that. When people are live, I absolutely refuse to use any of their content. But that was actually done to me by him to take a go at you. Okay. That was not me that did it. You saying you're not going to keep going at, it's the 3rd time now you spoke about me. And then you also stated that I should have sent you a text. What, after you went live bashing me and claiming all these things about me? Because I don't know if anybody forgets, but that was actually what yesterday's stream was about. It wasn't about B Tim or Queen or any of them. Well, I feel like he does like me. I feel like he's very respectful to me as I am to him. I don't know if he's allowed to like me, but I did feel like we had a good conversation. And he's been in a few of my streams pertaining to certain things. I don't know what the problem is. I don't know why people try to that means manipulation. That's ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. All right. So.
Center.
Hello.
It's very hard to follow this conversation when everyone's like talking over each other and slinging insults. I
know
think
she's not.
there should be some decorum on this panel, especially since Granny has been very clear she's not going to allow anybody to gang up.
Even Nicolina says it here. She's going to make sure you're not ganged up on. What I don't appreciate is allowing the horrific we're supposed to be friends, right? Allowing horrific comments against me simply because your feelings were hurt. That's it. That's all that happened. Your feelings were hurt. This twisted narrative of I told you not to interrupt B Tim and I was ass kissing Queen. If I was ass kissing Queen, then why the fuck are both of you mad? What is the problem here? Because I can't figure it out. That I was respectful. I think people mistake being respectful to somebody as ass kissing. Although we are adults, it's a very bizarre thing. I don't understand it. Absolutely. I agree with that, Boo Berry. She absolutely jumped the gun on that. And then again, and then again. You know? Was he not telling the truth about Lacey? No, there seems not to be. This is why I always say when people say like, "Oh, we're such good friends. We're such good yeah, we're such good friends that I deserve the conversation and on a public live stream where you accepted and allowed every weirdo hater to come up or comment in your chat." And Lisa, whatever your name is, it is so fucking bizarre how you were in Laura's chat trashing me and over in Natasha Cooper's fake laughing at the same time. How many devices did you have going to do that? Did Laura allow TT up on her panel to interrupt you? Did she text you ahead of time, let you know TT was up there, or she just caught you off guard? Same thing she's upset about now. Well, and not only that, but then she allowed that Marie person she doesn't know up there. That again, that would be like me dropping this link right now and saying, "Hey, Sapphire Jules, Whispers, Makeup Mobster, Alicia, if any of you want to come up." I can't figure out who they are, but I do know her and Lisa Hunt is a weirdo. Yeah, them two. But the other one, I forget her name. I argued with her over in Lars the one night because she's never there. She's never there unless, she thinks it's going to be about me. Gets more respect here. I can't stand him on QBs because, yeah, actually, that's what I was trying to say. So the person that came up in your panel tried to convince you that I played your video while you were live is absolutely ridiculous. He did that to you and was trashing you. And he ran over to Alicia's chat to hate bomb with her over you. He's only trying to get a leg up to get a go at me and to try to get attention. And the fact that you allowed that says a lot more about you than it does me. Honest to God. I mean, that's why I hate when people are like, "Oh yeah, we're such good friends." No, we're not. Stop that. Right, of course, what the crock. Threaten people do that type of shit. But I used her as a stepping stone. Okay. Oh my God, remember when Natasha said that she uses the brush? Hey, Amber. She's a very big weirdo. She actually was answering for me in a comment section. Talking about how you were silent while she funds NC who can't complete a sentence of 5 minutes. Talking about how you were silent. When was I silent? When I took a bathroom break? Lisa, I wish you would ever take a link here, sweetheart, because you're fucking psychotic. There's something wrong with you. Oh, she calls her mama? They're like the same age. Oh, that's so weird. Of course I was silent. Why wouldn't I be silent when them two were talking? Was I supposed to say something? Was I supposed to interrupt? This is the perfect moment. If anybody has any grievances to air against any other creator, feel free and come up and take advantage of this open panel. It's a free for all of a sudden. We get in one little argument. You feel, disrespected. Although I was the one being disrespected. You were totally disrespecting me in my own chat. And you allow somebody I have a long-standing history of to come up and take their low blows at me. Oh, boy. Yes, I am talking about Lisa Fazio from the Jersey Shore. That psycho. That psycho. Yes. Anyway, so we're going to check out this stream because I did not
on anybody on panel, and you are going to get your point across much better. I don't know you, Sinner. I'm not dogging on you specifically. I'm just saying it's
difference. When you build your channel, I'll be honest, this is what I didn't want to do. I didn't want to build my channel strictly off of a hate queen channel, because when you do that, you have to stick to that, and those people only come when Queen's the topic. I'm not looking to do that with Queen, with TT, with Angela, with Voices, with any of them. That is not what I'm looking to do. What I am looking to do is hold a neutral ground and go over the community happenings, because those are your people. These are my people. The people that have been here since day one, they're my people. They're no longer here just to hate on Natasha or one single person. So while you might run your chat strictly on being the anti-queen establishment, I don't and I won't, because it won't last long for you. Right, Jason, it won't last long for you. Betty Davis, the movie All About Eve. Many are too young, maybe, but Jess is Ann Baxter. I don't know who that is. I don't know what that is. Right, but many people do, because that's the time when they get, you know, that's what brought the channel back to life, if you ask me. So, right, new account. We're going to hate on everybody equally. We're not going to base it around one particular person ever.
It's hard when everyone's trying to figure out what is going on.
Yeah, well, there's not much going on. That's the problem. Someone sent Davis fam a cease and desist because she was constantly sending paragraph-long emails to several people about just the most random, trivial, terrifying shit. It became stalker level.
I removed it, Laura, because they wrote fucktards. That's why I removed it, because
unbeknownst to me, Emmy sent a cease and desist to literally Davis fam to her email, which happened to be her work email. She didn't send it to her work. So the narrative this morning was, let's cancel Emmy.
So at no point, whatever. So here's another question I have for all of you. Is anybody going to ask Angela, hey, if Granny was so horrible for over 2 years, why the fuck did you stay? Why did you stay? Nobody's going to ask that. Nobody knows. That's not the part I was looking for anyway. I understand Sinner's actions as well. I do. I get it. I understand Emmy's actions as well. After seeing things that I saw, I get it. I understand everybody's actions, which is why I equally say what I feel about both sides. Feel like it's heinous having a conversation about what the hell's going on in community each day. Yeah. Like right now we got Diane and what's his name? That kicked Natasha out. He no longer likes Natasha because she disrespected Diane. I can't think of what the Rabbit. They're fighting. So Rabbit said he's no longer friends with Natasha because she disrespected Diane. Yes, you didn't hear this, Copa? You want me to play it? I got it. We can play it. That was interesting. It was the whole shebang. It started off with the I don't care. No, I did nothing wrong. And then it went to all the things are wrong. Did you guys see that thing about that judge being attacked? That was horrible. Absolutely horrible. The way that guy flew over to attack her, gee golly, I was confused. All right, so here. After another 6-minute intro. Yeah, this one was very interesting. See, I'd rather wait and put this in a thumbnail and made it the actual title, but we'll go ahead and do it.
Yes. Wherever you are.
And look, Lisa was in this chat, and she was also over in Laura's having a fucking
the doctor has us all on Tamiflu, hoping that we don't.
Oh. Since when do doctors prescribe Tamiflu when you're not sick? Does that happen? Oh, this is just silent. Should have known. Damn, she's silent for a long time.
Okay, sorry about that. Okay, just ask me a question. So anyhow, that is where I have been, and thank you all who were at the live that I did just a bit ago for True Crime. I was very excited to have almost 1,000 people there watching. At one point, I think there were over 1,000 people. So I was very, very excited about that, and it is a subject that I know a lot about, and yeah, so looking forward to finishing that one. But anyhow,
remember that no one.
couple things that I want to talk about, and then I just want to.
What is it with people with the name Lisa just being fucking nuts? You, Lisa Hunt and Lisa Vazio, you guys are like my biggest cheerleaders out here. It's actually cute. You're getting your moment though. Just hang tight. Sabrina, your moment's coming too. You keep wanting to blame me for playing this video. You claim I doxed you. I never doxed you. But you want to blame me for this video of you dancing that I never fucking played. I'm pretty sure, Tiffany, if you're watching, you are more than welcome to come in here and admit that I never, ever sent that video to Natasha. You did. The Karens of Lisa's. Psychos.
Chill out, watch some court TV shit, and relax, because I am physically exhausted, and quite frankly, with all of the shit that's been going on,
Physically
on
exhausted.
YouTube, I am emotionally exhausted. It is hard when people that you consider to be friends turn out to be people that you didn't think they were.
Who remembers her saying she has no friends on YouTube? I saw that. That's crazy. It was a magical jump. You know what else I loved? When she admitted that she got more views when she was crying. Right, sweet Melissa. Sweet Melissa, weren't you just trashing me in the chat? If I'm mistaken, I apologize, but I'm pretty sure I got a screenshot of you trashing me in the chat. I'll accept you all, though.
And, very hard. And it's not just hard on me, it's hard on y'all.
They're made to watch.
And I've got to talk about another hard situation. And I have been trying to decide if I even wanted to discuss this. But I saw that some people were noticing things, and
that was great. I couldn't believe it. Thank you, sweet Melissa. Thank you, chat. Not that Melissa. Thank you. I'm sorry. I'm a little paranoid today since all my haters are being welcomed everywhere. Just to hate. Weirdos. Don't they have like jobs, families, anything to do? They can just go and hate bond at the drop of a hat. Meta says you treat the flu and people 2 weeks of age and older who have had flu symptoms for no more than 2 days. That's what
before I do that, let me bring y'all's attention to my fund. And
I'm sorry.
Thank you everybody who sent me.
I'm sorry, sweet Melissa. I do apologize. I hope you understand. I'm sorry. So listen here. 20. Well, you have to ask Voices. She likes to clock everybody, but it's well over that now. I think we're over like 80. Actually, yeah, I've heard that too. I can't prove. Maybe I'm odd. Well, I do have a bit of proof, and I'm going to show you how. You guys who put a 1 in the chat if you don't mind if we take a detour to show proof of why we think that this misunderstood, aka Miss Underboob. I thought you did, which is why it hurt my feelings when I got that message. I'm like, no, not her. Is Tiffany, put a 1 if you want that proof. Put a 2 if you want me to play this first and carry on. Carry on my wayward child. There'll be proofs when I am done. Save you. Okay. So here's the proof. This is speculatory proof, but I'm going to say it's proof for me. So if you all remember, somebody else like Natasha is banned evaded, not because of me. All right. We're going to acknowledge it's not because of me, but they are, however, banned evaded. So they took over to a secondary streaming platform. On the secondary streaming platform, the person known as Miss Under, aka possibly Tiffany, changed their name over there. And their name over there was... Damn, I got a lot to go. We talk a lot, girl. I got a lot to go through to find this. Was a different name. The name was Lani. And most people would take that as kind of like lie, like the name Linny, right? That's how you would read it, like Linny. Oh my gosh, we talk entirely too much. How am I all the way up here? Where are we? Lord. Did you know we talked that much? Let me check a different one. I'm pretty sure I forwarded it. All right. So anyway, so they have a different name. I don't know if it's the one we played, Jeanette. You have to tell me. So they come under a different name. Everybody paying attention? I know you're not Earth. And I just saw your email and I'm sad I missed it. I'm so sad I missed it. We'll get right back to that. So anyway, so are we keeping up here? Or did I lose you? So more normal people would take this. Let me make sure I'm not being botted. If you all could wake up for a minute, keep up here like a good bra. I like that. All right. Most people would take this name to mean Lynn, right? I mean, you would just think of it as Lynn. Hey, KNS. It's good to see you. So, not this person, though. And here is how or why.
Hey, Linny, or should I say Lanai? Hey, Linny, or should I say Lanai?
Hey, Linny, or should I say not this person, though? And here, sorry. Or should I say Lanai? Yeah, or why? Oh, wait, because this is up. Does anybody else recall that Tiffany would call a certain person named Lonnie as Liney? Anybody? Anybody remember that? Are we keeping it? Put a 2 in the chat. Put a 2 in the chat if anybody remembers the way Tiffany used to refer to Lonnie as Liney. Yes, we're remembering? Okay. So we're remembering that. All right.
Hey, Linny, or should I say Lanai? Lanai. Yeah, that's the
Now, how do I explain this without giving myself away? Right? Awkward, weird, laugh, you know. Like an inside joke.
misunderstood. Yeah, I didn't understand like why they named themselves that before, but
now if at this point this person has a huge, and I mean huge, red face, they're giddy at the idea.
When I looked at the name long enough, I was like, oh, I get it.
So I didn't know why Misunderstood chose that name. Ready?
It's misunderstood. Yeah, I didn't understand like why they named themselves that before, but when I looked at the name long enough, I was like, oh, I get it.
Oh, you would get it. Nobody else would get it, but you would get it, right? Nobody else would understand that. Lanai.
Uh-huh. Yeah, you get it. This is throwing me seeing the name Remy just because that's.
Did you fully get it though? Because I think we all got it too. Did you all get it?
My brother's name. Who is that again?
Oh, that's Pretty as Pretty Does.
Hi, Pretty as Pretty Does.
Yeah, I said that like 3 times.
Well, James, I tune out. We've already had this discussion.
Now,
I thought it was the one.
Now here's what comes up. Here's what's going to come up on this. The person in chat, the Miss Under Boob, is going to say that is not. No, that's not what it means.
I thought, no, I didn't guess that right. I didn't. I thought that's what you meant.
They wrote, no, you didn't guess that right. And then that was his response to that because, well.
I didn't. I thought that's what you meant. Okay. I thought that's what you meant by that name, like Linai. Is there some other meaning? Linny B?
Is there some other meaning other than Lonnie? Yeah, I mean, is there some other meaning? Of course they were. They're together.
What am I looking at? What's the significance?
What does it matter?
Why would, right? What now? So here's Lindsay not understanding a thing, saying, what does it matter? He was saying that was in your chat, my chat. I don't know what you're talking about. Why does that matter? Because she doesn't understand why it matters, because she doesn't understand what's happening. But right now, these two are having an inside joke, folks. This is a ha-ha moment. This is an inside joke for them.
I just want to understand what that name is about.
Now, any one of us would just assume that Misunderstood's actual name is Linny, right? Like, we wouldn't think there was a secret meaning. I know, sweet Melissa. I'm sorry. I'm getting back on topic. I'm sorry. We wouldn't think there was we would just assume that Linny or Lanai was somebody's name. We wouldn't think there was a secret meaning, would we?
I'm about to pour myself a drink.
No, that's not Lonnie. It's not Lonnie. I just thought that they spelled their name like the pronunciation of Lanai. I guess I was wrong. My bad. Wrong. Anyway, I don't care. Fuck it.
All sitting there, all blushy. Aha, inside joke. I knew that count was. She gave herself away entirely too much. But yeah, so yeah. So there's that. So if anybody wants further proof as to why we think, and at the same time, to be fair, Amber's being accused of being a channel, and people have said when it comes to Tiffany being that Misunderstood, I wish you would just tell me, Tiff, just tell us the truth, wouldn't you? So there's that. If that was an inside joke, then please get out. Just wanted to clarify that. Do you guys get it though? Does anybody else feel and understand how that inside joke led to the identity of the person, essentially? Anyway, back to our regular scheduled program. Just wanted to pop that out of the way. Voices is going to say, go report Granny. She's playing people that are banned as they're advertising them. These people literally said that he is a predator and preys on children. They had a whole campaign. Matter of fact, he raised money to take them to court for slander, and now they're all hate bonding over Granny again. It's so cute. It's so cute. Oh, I should get a halo for bringing you fuckers back together, you creepy losers. So cute. Everybody put some hearts in the chat for the cuteness going on. Other people's chat asked them to drop her links. He really has no business speaking about anybody else. The only reason he goes to some chats is to ask to drop his link. Seriously, I don't need to do that. Again, I know. Did you see that? It looks like Hunger Games. Oh, thank you, sweet Melissa, for dropping the hearts, Jill. Thank you, Boo Berry. It's so cute. Everybody's so cute out here. Hey, Crispy. Another new one? Man, they're on a roll today. I am enjoying you folks. Wait, I don't think so. I think it's the ones I already played, Chris. Oh, you got me excited. They did 2 episodes for me, which was really sweet. But now it's not another one. I wish it were. It was really nice of them.
So, looking forward to finishing that one. But anyhow, chill out, watch some poor TV shit, and relax, because I am physically exhausted, and quite frankly, with all of the shit that's been going on,
back together again. And it won't be long before they're singing, and it's all coming back to me now. Let me use shit I forgave you about to hate bond and grow my dead ass channels with no views, because we're all so jealous of GW.
On YouTube, I am emotionally exhausted. It is hard when
emotionally exhausted
people that you consider to be friends turn out to be people that you didn't think they were. And very hard. And it's not just hard on me, it's hard on y'all. And I've got to talk about another hard situation.
Oh, these people that are forced to talk about these hard situations is so sad. Yeah, please. I was the last to know what was going on there. I saw the message from Angela where she's like, I mean, she did 90% of it, but I did help with 10%. Come on, Tiff. I know that you're like secretly back in connection, but if you could come again and speak out against the channel going down and the fact that I wasn't involved, and help us with your inside jokes. Hey, Kimberly, so good to see you. I come for the singing. Yeah, right. It's ridiculous, right? Like having to change shit like that as if nobody realizes what's going on. Come on.
and I have been trying to decide if I even wanted to discuss this.
I feel like it's 3 steps.
But I saw that some people were noticing things, and
go away.
I may as well get it out in the open.
She has to get it out in the open, guys. She has to diarrhea her cold, no feelings all over this place. Please, that dude. Ew, ew, ew. I was told the other day that Wog said that I wanted him. Wog, you were the one that was constantly calling me hot, not vice versa, granddaddy. All right? You were old enough to be my father. I find you not even the least bit attractive. Matter of fact, the most attractive I found you is when I was sent a screenshot of your forehead all red because you headbutted a guy, because headbutting is a thing. Right off into the sunset. Isn't it funny? Called him a band vader. Now back to sharing his clips and saying he was right. Yeah, it's so fucking weird. Are they sharing clips? We should report that, though. We should, because he is a band vader. If there's an Angela, like, literally will hate bomb with anybody. Zero morals, zero integrity. Said that Cranston led her to the hospital because he correctly tweeted that she hates black people. And now that you hang out with such a bigot, I believe it was a correct tweet. I think, Kim and Cranston, I think you're tired of the screenshots Angela has. Why don't you send me an email and I'll send you the screenshots I have? They're a lot more interesting, I'll tell you that. Promise you that. The truth is they hate themselves. Where's that lawyer fund? I don't know. I don't know what happened there.
Before I do that, let me bring y'all's attention to my fund, and thank you everybody who sent me tips during the.
That was the funniest shit when Wog said, did you stare at my tattoo? When he made fun of him. That was so funny. Just in your channel a couple days ago now because you decided to go back to Yes. Well, here's what's great. So they're all going to line up with somebody that they adamantly called a predator. I'm just saying, did he start the filings? I don't know. Right.
That true crime love, I very much appreciate it. No, I'm not okay, Tina. I'm not. And the only reason that I am going to address this, and I'm going to address it once and then I'm going to be done with it. And quite frankly, I'm done with the whole mess. I said what I had to say the other night, and I stand behind what I said. My feelings are just as valid as everybody else's. And I am a human being just like everybody else. And I have the right to express my feelings and opinions just like everybody else does. When something hurts me.
She's a human, y'all. She's a human. I think this very beginning part is funny because she was so confident that Rabbit was like her sidekick. And he's like, nah, you went at my friend.
When something bothers me, when something affects me or people that I care about, I have every right to talk about it and to talk about those people and what they did. And I have tried very hard to be diplomatic about specific situations and to not encroach on friendships that were there before I knew people.
Don't you think you encroached on friendships that were there before you knew people when you decided to try to tell Randy she had to choose you or Starlight? Because I do. I absolutely do.
And can y'all not hear me?
Sumer Mom, countless. And this is 2 times.
Can I out or something?
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
We're gonna get to it.
You can hear me.
Hopefully we get there
quicker.
So
some of you have asked or may have noticed that
oh, just try me. He did.
Harder than I thought it was gonna be.
He left. What did she just say? It's hard.
Harder than I thought it was gonna be.
It's hard. It's hard out here for a slime. They broke up, guys. Hee-haw! Blissful. Hee-haw!
Some of you have noticed and have asked about Rabbit and where he's been and where he is. I have had a pretty good idea of what was going on and why he had been scarce, because I knew that he had had a friendship with Diane for quite some time, and I sent him a message that said Happy New Year, and he sent me one back that said Happy New Year, and then he told me that he was.
Give her a moment, guys. This is hard to talk about. Give her a moment. Give her just a moment. Yeah, when she screamed at him to come up there while she was talking about them. Yeah. Yeah. It's a little weird. A little mean.
Upset with how hard I had went at Diane.
Now, I will pause and I will go in her favor of this. I don't, and now, I don't know if I missed it, if I missed something, but I will say, and I hate that I'm defending her. That was her. That was her doing a dramatic, like, I don't think she really went that hard at Diane. Am I wrong? Did I miss something? Because I don't think she did. Maybe it was just the fact that he felt like he had to choose his friends and he saw it more beneficial to choose friends that he's had a long standing with. I don't know. But I didn't see her go that hard at him. I mean, at Diane. But I know Diane's channel is going to rip her apart. So it wasn't that hard. I didn't think so. They are tight. I didn't realize how tight they were. But the way her chat was talking about the DC and the ponies last night, Lord, I am waiting for the ponies to spike back. I hope. Can I be welcome just for that, ponies? Just for that one? With the extra honey mustard. Oh, man, I got that clip thanks to Angela. How sweet. Remember when she kicked out Siren a few years back? Her fake tears were very well rehearsed. I almost said bravo. It was sad the way she treated him. That was very sad. Man, I wish I knew who you were, Fox. I think I might. Shit, I forgot about the honey stickers. Give me just a moment. Just a little bit's enough. Yes, that's Diane.
Well, I tried to
I'll drop her
be
channel
respectful
in a minute.
to his friendship with them, and I tried to be as diplomatic as I could about it and to not include him in it. And
diplomatic.
I'm just really disappointed.
It's so 2019, 2020, 21.
He said that he thought that Starlight said what she said about me because of me going after Diane.
Oh, is that true, Miss Starlight? I don't think it had any. I don't know.
Naklo, stick that tiny violin up your asshole.
That I co-sign.
Fuck off.
All
You're
the
still
way.
here watching.
She has the nerve to talk about anybody's vagina or private areas when she literally admitted that sometimes she uses a hairbrush to scratch down there. That's bad.
He did not respond after my last message, and it has been over 24 hours.
Yes, Grubby Goat.
I mean, I take that to mean that he's not going to be back.
Oh, wait, what?
After my last message, and it has been over 24 hours. So you're still here watching. Rosebud, he did not respond after my last message.
Rosebud says, so does that mean he won't be joining us for true crime and just being with us?
And it has been over 24 hours.
24 hours.
I mean, I take that to mean that he's not going to be back.
Yeah, that's the other thing. She has the nerve to laugh about hemorrhoids when you admittedly said that you shit it your pants several times. Oh, Lord, I don't know why I highlighted that, but I couldn't switch it off quick enough. Sorry. Speed her out there 100 times. Dee Dee was beautiful. Beautiful. I'm glad I reminded people to talk about Dee Dee. Oh, so sweet.
And
facts, and they should. That's a community.
I'm sorry. It doesn't have anything to do with his and I's friendship, Tina. It doesn't. And I don't understand it, but he's drawn a line in the sand, and it is what it is. I can't.
The line was drawn.
I can't make people be who they're not. I can only be who I am.
Now, what does that mean? I can't make people be who they're not. He is being himself. Why, how's he not? Then somebody went in her chat and lied and said I was on panel with him.
And that's exactly what I told him. You know, I'm not going to water myself down or change the way that I am or how I respond to things because somebody else doesn't or
You know who else doesn't water themselves down for 2 months? Voices.
thinks that it's too much. Walk a mile in my shoes, you know? And
I don't think you've even walked a mile in your shoes. Does anybody remember when Natasha said if somebody has dirty shoes, she just thinks they're gross and poor? If your shoes are dirty, not like your shoes could be dirty because you work or, you know, because you actually walk a mile, not because of that. This was actually a little sad, to be honest.
And somebody said they wouldn't say anything because BBT will have a field day. And I want to make something very clear to everybody. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck about BBT. I don't give a fuck about Chloe and these other stupid asses from the DC. I don't give a fuck. I don't care that they've gone live about me. I don't care what they have to say. It ain't nothing that ain't been said. Nothing.
I also want to point out this was after her Gypsy stream where she said she'll be strictly true crime from now on. Because a lot of people say that. A lot of people say they'll be strictly and then they're not. And listen, I said at one point I was going to do strictly true crime and I didn't. I get it. But like these people say it and then they're right back to the drama the very next moment. It's amazing.
It is the same shit another day. And it is the exact same thing that people have been saying for years. It is nothing new. It's just a new group of people.
I do feel her on that. But there are new things like what you did to the truth. And, you know, can I ask what exactly is the ponies community? So the ponies community is like Starlight, Naklo, some person, Andy. There's like a few people. Hooker and Mander used to be part of, maybe I should steal that, Jane, of the ponies. So they're just like their own little subtitle of like, they're just like friends that gave themselves a title. Part of the DC. That's what they are.
New group of people who at one point claimed to like me and be my friend. A new group of people who at one point claimed to support me.
Well, you know, here's the thing, Natasha. You accept those people back all the time like you did Potato. I'm just wondering, and I'm sure some of your people are watching, could you, are you aware who runs the Natasha Cooper Scammers Are Us Facebook page? Are you aware of that? I'd be pissed.
But then turned around and became the exact same thing that they said they would never do and never were.
Of course, sir.
Well, Destination, this is where I'm at with it. I'm not giving anything time. Because I deserve just as much respect as anybody else does. And one of my mods said the other night that they didn't understand why I always had to be the one that people didn't choose.
What?
That people always had to choose the other person instead of me.
See, your mods are the ones that hype you up into this victimhood that doesn't really exist. I mean, they've had longer standing friendship. It's not that difficult of a concept. You know? I don't get that.
Choosing me is difficult. Choosing me means that you actually have to stand up for something and stand up against other people.
That's the only reason they don't choose her. They don't choose her because that means they have to stand up. Come on.
Choosing me means that other people are going to come after you, are going to not like you, are going to have preconceived notions about you. Choosing these other people is easy. Sweet Melissa, honestly.
Whoever calls, it was Natasha that told people they had to choose. I won't be in your chest, Randy, so long as Starlight is a mod.
They don't care. And that's just what it boils down to. They don't care. They don't care that Randy apologizing to Starlight to slap in my face. They don't care that Starlight talked shit about me behind my back and hurt my feelings. They don't care that Diane's entire chat was talking shit about me and Sin blamed me for being a part of her and Randy's breakup. They don't care.
Now, I will say, I do feel like when Randy told her that Starlight was talking about her, she knew enough of Natasha to know that Natasha was going to say something out loud. I do agree with that. And I do feel like Natasha was blamed for that. It kind of like backdoored her when she really wasn't. I won't be Jory after she told me and CJ to suck a dick. I won't. But yeah, so I do agree with her there.
Care about any of that. The only thing that anybody seems to care about is my reaction to those things.
That's true. I mean, that is true.
And I know that I did everything that I could to respect the boundaries of friendship
there,
and the fact that I knew that Rabbit was friends with.
I'm sorry, Sweet Melissa. That's the other Sweet Melissa. That's what you got mixed up with. I apologize. I should have known better.
Diane. And any issue that I had with Diane is my issue with Diane. It should never have affected Rabbit and I to begin with. And what changed that?
Randy told me and CJ to do that after CJ was holding a stream where she was talking about Natasha. She really thought she'd win them over, though. Like what she just said right here is nope. They're long-standing friends. They're going to do that. It sucks, but just like Natasha's friends and mods are going to choose Natasha, they're going to choose their long-standing friends.
I did everything that I could to respect the boundaries of friendship and the fact that I knew that Rabbit was friends with Diane. And any issue that I had with Diane is my issue with Diane. It should never have affected Rabbit and I to begin with. And what changed that? I don't know.
Now, if roles were reversed, thank you, British. Thank you so much. Hey, friend. If roles were reversed and it was one of Natasha's long-lasting friends, I know, insert the non-existent laugh board, and the two of them were fighting, Natasha would, without a doubt, want that long-standing friend to choose her, right? I mean, we all know that. So it's the same thing here. Of course, Rabbit's going to choose Diane. They're good friends. They go back years. Right.
And quite frankly, I cannot worry about it. I can't. Well, Muppets, welcome to my world. And I'm not asking anybody to choose. I didn't to begin with. I have never asked anybody to choose anything. That's the shitty part of it. They made the choice for me.
I didn't ask anybody to choose. They made a choice for me. Just like your subscribers make the choice to support you. We'll take a look over there in just a second. There's just one more part coming up I want you guys to hear, and then we'll go there. Well, hop aboard, ma'am.
I don't know, Bubsy. I don't know. How do y'all think it makes me feel to see y'all saying that stuff? I mean, seriously, I didn't do a damn thing. Not one damn thing have I done to any of them. So how do y'all think I feel?
Now, she kind of didn't do anything. She just received information. And of course, she went live with that information, just like many of us would have. So I do get her on that part. I know. Check myself, but I do. Hey, Brandy.
Does anybody really think that this is what I wanted to happen? Legitimately. Does anybody think that this is how I wanted any of this to happen? The only thing that I...
Now, I find this comment really rich. If you guys look over here next to my lovely avatar on the screen, if you look here, you'll see Lisa Fazio from the Jersey Shore writes, absolutely immature. We are adults. If you don't like it, then do not listen. Isn't that funny coming from my second Lisa stalker? Oh, it's playing.
The only thing that I ever did to any of these people was be their friend. And stand up for them against other people.
That's all she did. Now, I will be visiting rabbits again. Oh, is that the truth? Why do I feel bad? And that's what I'm saying. And then she leaves that comment over there. It's like, okay. They trust no one. Right. But she doesn't take her own advice, psycho. You better not. Not the last driver. As long as you can look back at former friends with fondness is all good. There are no friends on YouTube. Unfortunately, that is like a truth. As far as creator to creator goes. Baby, come back. Probably. Rescue Rangers. What is the fun? I don't think it's a bye-bye fun, but I'll say, hold on. Tips, donations too. She doesn't actually have the name of the fund listed. I'm getting off, bud. I got a few minutes left. School's done. Of course she did. She pulled nose hairs. Oh.
No, Tina, he made it pretty clear.
Look.
What it was about.
Jilly Bean writes here, listen from afar, you have repeatedly said you would never disrupt his live streams, and you have 100% stuck by that. Who remembers when Jorah was on panel and there was a complete disruption going on? Also down here, you have Lisa, keep your chin up at Queen. I love you and have a lot of respect for you, even doing these live videos. Are you okay, Lisa? Are you okay, Queen? Mama? Hey, Clueless. Is that you?
It's me.
Hello.
I'm looking at the chat, so I can't see anything else.
Oh, that's okay.
There we go. I think I'm here now. So when was this?
Oh, you fell down. This was just last night. I know, it's bizarre. It's weird. Oh, look at this. She privated it again. She did this the last time I was playing her stream. She privated it. Because Angela probably called her like, oh, Granny's playing it again. She's playing your video. It's the second time. But I have it recorded. Do you guys want me to get the recording just because she hit it? Because I can. Hey, Clueless, you're back. You're back up. And you're back down. Oh, my goodness. Are you okay? Hello, Clueless.
Hello. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, because I'm confused now.
Yeah, you keep falling off.
And I'm laying on my bed.
She
I
private
don't know how
anyway.
to do that. But when was this sob fest from Natasha?
Last night.
Oh, last night.
Yeah.
Has she got into this is why I don't have friends, I get betrayed yet? Or is that to come?
No, that was actually just happening as she privated it. Yeah. I did record it, but my son's home from school anyway, and he wants to get on here. But so we do have it. So she didn't quite hide it. I took one out of Voices' playbook there and recorded it.
Everything stopped. And I don't know.
You're still up here.
Oh, okay. Didn't seem like it to me.
Yeah,
I
you're
haven't
still
been
here.
on someone's panel in forever, so I'm not a pro.
It is. It's hard. I think we'll dedicate an entire stream to it now, Julie, and then we'll take a ride over to Diane, who's going live tonight, and that will be our bus trip for tomorrow. Clueless, what is going on? You keep going down and coming up.
Don't know what to say because I'm not doing anything on my end.
That's so weird.
It don't like me today. It says I should be up working on my house.
Yeah, same. I got to put the Christmas stuff away. It's my new favorite. Well, she privated it like I suspected she would the last time. Oh, we should go over that too. We should definitely play that too. I love being here. I love you too, Sasha. Sorry. Did you have something to say? I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Imagine being voices and calling anybody out for being in a fucking chat. You're making me dizzy at this point, lady. You keep dropping and coming, dropping and coming.
I'm getting dizzy myself, even though I'm laying on my bed. Yeah, just finished making lunch. But I won't touch my phone. How about that?
Yeah, because I don't know why that keeps happening, but you do keep coming down and coming back up.
Maybe because when I minimize the screen, it drops me. Because that seems to be when you say I'm dropping.
That probably is exactly what it is.
But I've done that before.
I don't know. I know. I can't believe she hid it. So, like, twice now, she's hid videos while we went over them. Like, aren't you proud of yourself? Or don't you stand 10 toes on what you're saying and doing?
No.
Of
She'll
course.
put it up on Patreon or something. Well, I feel like I went down again because I hear nothing.
No, you're still up. I muted for a minute because somebody just sent me proof where they got coded entry, fast track referral for suspected head and neck cancer. So they do tell you when they suspect it.
They didn't tell my.
You went down again. I don't know what you were saying.
They didn't tell my mom they suspected cancer. They just said she had a blockage and wanted her to go to a urinary specialist. He didn't say anything about cancer until he did a look-see. In other words, sedates her and goes and looks around and checks things out. And that's when they started using the cancer word.
Right. Well, I think it sounds like that was a little bit different of a situation, but yeah. They
I don't know. My nephew was in an accident and said that a state trooper told them to get an attorney and told them what attorney.
Oh my goodness. You keep
This attorney does not need kickbacks.
Oh, I know, Polish. She definitely is. She definitely is. And what's gross is that anybody that even goes to her chat or visits her chat, basically you're co-signing everything people claim to be against. But I'm wondering when I start going back to voices, like the fact that she claims to work for a certain company that I'm sure would not be proud to have her representing, if it would be a problem then. Anyway, I'm going to wrap this up so Jace can get on here because you keep going up and down. I don't even know what's happening, Clueless.
Well, now I'm reading chat because you were talking about something from chat, so I figured I should know. Can you still hear me?
I can hear you now, yeah, because you just came back.
Well, I hate to tell you, it ain't doing anything on my end. I know, no help. Who just asked who's on panel? That'd be me, clueless. And I am clueless, hence why I keep going up and down.
They all do. Voices admittedly says that she records like 4 hours of my stream like a weirdo. You got Voices saying and doing the most horrific things today. Now, 2 people claimed that they had proof that she was paid to do that stream. I would really like that proof. When we think of desperate creators channels, remember that someone somewhere has dropped the link and Voices has to click to come up. How desperate do you have to be? Oh, I know. PB&J, I know. It happens. Honestly, it's absolutely happens. These people are just ridiculous. They nitpick anything. Like I said, it's been the same thing used against me for we're going on 3 years of me being a channel owner, and the same 3 things repetitively being used, which means you have nothing new or better. So maybe it's about time you move on or shut up. It's ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. Anyway, I think I'm going to wrap this up. It seems your internet's now working now, so that sucks.
Thank you. I'm glad you want my internet to go out. I'll be forced to clean my house now.
No, that's not what I meant.
I like it though. Made me laugh.
Sorry, it's not what I meant. But yeah, I think we'll cover that topic tomorrow. And like I said, Diane's going live tonight, so we'll cover what she has to say about Natasha and the whole whatever his name is again, Rabbit situation. We'll go through that tonight. If you haven't, please thumb up the stream.
I have 2 questions.
Yes.
Before we go, is Rabbit the same guy as Louis the Clerk back in the Critical K days?
No, they're not the same, but they were around at the same time.
Okay. And then what's this Diane's channel? I don't know her.
It's literally just Diane's channel. Type that in.
So no one else has Diane's channel, DIANE''S?
Yes, that's exactly what it is.
Alrighty. Do you know what time she's going live?
I don't remember, but I do know it's tonight. But I'm not too sure. Yeah.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Appreciate it.
You're
Hope to be on tomorrow to discuss it because you know Natasha's my favorite subject.
Oh, absolutely.
Can't go wrong with her. All right. Bye, everybody.
Did you British Chippy? I didn't know that. A lot. It's a long story, a lot of history, clueless. Yeah, it is a long story. I didn't like that he allowed Jorah to be tagged up on in the chat. I mean, he did eventually speak, but whatever. But yeah, a lot of these people, they lined up with Natasha, took their dislike Natasha has for me and carried it for themselves. And now they don't even like Natasha. And a lot of them, like unfortunately, Starlight, Randy, Rabbit, buckle up. Because you know Natasha just doesn't stop there when her feelings are hurt. You know it goes farther. Thank you all for staying the entire stream today, especially the fact that others were trying to go live as I was live to prevent my views. We stayed at a consistent over 300, 400 majority of the time. So you guys aren't really, you don't really have any impact on me. You think you are. Open panels always bring views. I never said that Laura interrupted B. Tim. Never said that. I absolutely did not manipulate B. Tim. And everybody, again, if you haven't, go subscribe to In Their Own Words for putting out the facts and the receipts. I appreciate it. I hate being gaslit. Hate it with a passion. And anybody that's entertaining the potato and the bigot, yeah, ass crack of dawn. 9:30 is the ass crack of dawn. Was that trying to take a jab at me? I'm confused. I couldn't figure that one out. Thank you, sweet Melissa. I apologize again, honey. I do. I know you've been around, and that's why I was like, oh my God, no, not her. But as we know, there is another. Again, Natasha, I already recorded it, so we'll play that tomorrow. And yeah. Earth, I got your email. I'll email you back. I wish I would have seen it sooner because I would have loved the offer. Have a blessed day. Thank you. Got me to my truck stop for the night. I'm glad you got there safe. Be careful. He does, Pristine. Are they being dropped on the Ban Evading channel? I wonder if we should pull a Voices out. How does Voices feel that Angela's willing to hate bond with him of all people? Like, aren't you guys a little tired of like the hate bonding? Don't you realize that hate bonding gets you nowhere? Because if I recall, just a week ago after the fallout with Amber, his channel was like barely moving. He had to scroll back up to find comments to highlight because it was just barely moving. And all of you trying to like reunite your hate against me or bring up old things you already forgave me for and a sad attempt to like get views again is so pathetic. So pathetic. Well, it's a Ban Evading channel. If you need the links, email me. How about that? You want to accuse me of taking down your channel knowing it wasn't me? How about that? I won't forget to fill up the gas. Thank you, Mrs. Colombo. So much appreciated. I will see you all soon. Have a great day.